Hi, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, Trinket's Honey Heist. Oh my God. I would like to start off by saying that this is terrifying. And that's it. So let's get to our announcements really fast. I believe we have a sponsor, right, Sam Riegel?
We do have a sponsor tonight. Our sponsor tonight is Marvel Puzzle Quest, friends of the show. Now, here's the thing. I was so excited about the Honey Heist and having Marisha Ray as our DM. I forgot to write an ad for Marvel Puzzle Quest. Don't worry though, we're in good hands. I prepared for such an event. A long time ago, I recorded a sort of a generic ad. So we'll just play that in its stead because I didn't write anything original. So guys, go ahead and roll that generic ad. Here it comes. Little delay. It's going great.
Hey, big bro, what you doing?
He's such a dweeb, little bro. You haven't heard of...
Marvel Puzzle Quest.
Sounds awesome, but wait, what?
Marvel Puzzle Quest.
Dude, it's the best
A video game
I've ever...
played.
It's so killer diller because it's got...
Features some of your Marvel teams like X-Men, Avengers, and Guardians of the Galaxy.
No way!
Way. And also,
Oh, you can recruit Thor from Thor Ragnarok and Nightcrawler.
which is way radical...
Sounds tubular. Can I try your...
Marvel Puzzle Quest.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't let doofuses touch my...
Marvel Puzzle Quest.
Get your own.
Me? But how? I'm not made of money.
You don't need to be your dinkus. You can get
Marvel Puzzle Quest.
for the low price of...
It's free.
Hold up. It only costs...
It's free.
That's right, nerd face. The price is...
It's free.
Whoa, that's so...
Affordable.
I know. So get some
Marvel Puzzle Quest.
for yourself at your local...
Apple Store, Google Play, Amazon App Store, and Steam.
Oh, you know I will, big bro.
Righteous little bro.
Sweet.
Booyah!
Dope.
Yeah!
Whoop, there it is.
Buggin'!
Fat.
Getting jiggy!
The
This goes on for a while. We can just cut it there.
To the hand!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
It's still going. Oh God.
Sorry about that. Sorry, that was a long one, guys.
I'm glad you were so prepared.
Amazing.
I don't feel well anymore. I hope that the audio of that stuff didn't end up on the stream, and they just saw you going Marvel Puzzle Quest. Silence.
That would be amazing. Sorry it took so long, Marisha.
No, it's anything to delay my impending doom. Okay,
I feel you.
merch. Lauren knows what's up. Isn't that right? Oh, Matt, you want to do merch?
Hi. I mean, the big news is that today available we have the art.
Oh my God.
It's so beautiful.
It's full of stars.
Oh
It's
yeah.
kind of amazing.
Oh hi Sam. Have you seen our book?
No, I haven't.
I can't open it
We cannot
now.
touch. We cannot
You
open the
still
art
can't
book.
even open it now?
No,
I'm
not
not.
yet.
We're not going to show the
No.
audience the
Big
insides.
is
Oh my God!
Show them one page.
One page.
We'd have to do a one that we have like
I don't know. We'd have to have clearance on it or something.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it works?
It is.
Provide clearance right
You
now
will,
for
you
one
will.
page. It's
Wait,
on
we can-
sale today. Come on.
Come on.
Okay. Okay.
Are you gonna pick a
Okay.
page?
They can
I
sue Matt
guess. I
Mercer.
guess. Shit, man.
pick a
Let's just
page?
do this Percy page.
That's
This
a good- that's a
fucking
great Percy page.
bomb-ass double Percy spread.
Pretty bomb ass.
Look at this gorgeousness.
Security's coming down. They're going to shut us
Shit,
down.
Rachel Romero's gonna-
Close it, close it, close it, close it.
Sorry, Rachel.
Good times.
I'll take the heat for it. Yeah, so that's up.
So yeah, these are now available for order, and they're beautiful and amazing and fabulous.
I know there was a bit of an issue earlier
There was a
today.
kerfuffle?
With international shipping.
Yes.
But that has since been fixed.
We have more or less kind of evened that out now. So there's currently a standard rate, I believe, for international shipping.
Yeah,
that
and
isn't
for
too
people that
horrible.
already paid, I think.
We're fixing it.
Yeah, getting that fixed by most today and then some tomorrow as well.
Yeah, there's a few that are a little tricky.
What's so weird about books? It's so weird.
It's weird. It was.
weight-based thing.
Yeah, they were showing me
Sorry, guys.
charts and graphs to explain what happened this morning, and it was all very complicated. But it basically boiled down to like our standard Benny Hill ridiculousness here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, cool.
We have this shirt.
We have a shirt.
Oh yeah.
The.
Yeah, that guy's familiar.
That's Matt Mercer with
No.
with
Oh,
white
yes.
white
No
sunglasses.
flesh. With
That's the absence of Matt Mercer.
The coolest Kanye West sunglasses on you've ever seen.
They're a little broken, but they work fine for the image.
Yes.
We also have the scarves, although none of us have the scarves on right now.
You will see the
It's
scarves
hot in
during
here.
the break.
Yes.
There'll be scarves during the break, and many other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the shop. There's lots of shit.
Ah,
really
yes.
fun.
Yeah,
The
Chronicles of
D20s are in. The new Vox Machina D20s are in the shop.
Yeah.
You can get those.
Don't forget to watch Brian's stupid show every Tuesday night.
Don't forget to
Yeah.
watch
Laurel.
Brian's stupid show before it gets canceled.
Yeah, and then what? We have a weird announcement that came up pretty fast, as of like
married.
yesterday.
Yeah.
We are married.
They get married. That's
We did
okay.
get married. That didn't happen that fast though.
To each other.
That was a very long.
It was a
Long-
long
that was a lot.
process.
That was a lot.
4 hours.
But we're married now.
Workshop it.
Yeah.
No, I cannot forget. Too underage.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut inside joke right
That's a
there.
real inside joke.
Force Gray is coming up.
Yes, not this Saturday, but the Saturday after that, November is it 18th, I think?
It is the 18th.
Yes, we're doing the Force Gray finale for season 2 in New York. Tickets are available. You can go to the official Dungeons & Dragons Twitter or my Twitter for information. With fantastic guests like Deborah Ann Wall, Joe Manganiello, which you've seen here on the show. Dylan and Utkarsh are going to be back from the series, and we have our 5th player to announce.
I'm jumping in.
No!
As of yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think they had that kind of budget.
We need one more person. We're down a player. So I am playing a turtle.
What?
Named Clarapin the Therapin. Pretty stoked. Terrapin, yeah. Or maybe it's Terrapin. I don't know. It's still new. I'm still working it out in my head. But I think we have a picture of Clarapin that we have
Why are we
popped up.
turning towards the
There's no vanity monitor. Nothing over there. No. Ooh. Ah, that's good old Clarapin. She's a bard.
They just ran a picture of Squirtle.
Yeah. They totally could have. Teenage Mutant Ninja. And moving on from that, the Critical Role podcast is up in episodes up to episode 70.
Up to 70?
Up to 70.
Now
You
with
can
the
get
lack of
it
picture?
on Amazon Echo, Echo Dot, Echo Plus, as well as Alexa-enabled devices, as well as other. I should have read the top of that. It's now available through Amazon Alexa. That was the top part of
There
that.
you go.
Vox Machina Origins is still out.
Yeah, we're coming up on another issue pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
Right.
In the next few weeks, issue 3 is going to be up.
But hey, there's a comic book.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're in it.
How cool
That's
is
the thing.
that?
We have our big Critical Role wrap up on the 14th.
Yes, that is going to air on the 14th, which is a Thursday night at 7 in this very time slot on these very networks, both Twitch and Project Alpha. We will be breaking up the Vox Machina journey into 5 sections, and so we announced on Tuesday night that the first posts are up if you want to submit questions for episodes 1 through, I believe it's 23. And in the wrap-up episode, we're going to discuss all kinds of stuff. We are going to let you guys ask Matt all kinds of things. You guys are going to get to ask each other. We're going to squeeze as many secrets out of this delicious man's body as we can by any means necessary. I've ordered many medieval torture devices, gummy bears, all kinds of good stuff.
Keep
Marisha's
going.
gone. She left.
That's going to be...
I'm
She
good.
couldn't take the heat.
Yeah, people in the studio floor. She went down there.
We should get those pads
so-
on the floor.
Yeah, submit
Yeah.
questions on the Reddit or at the Vox Machina Twitter account or Facebook page or the Alpha forums.
Correct. And then, of course, me, Taliesin, Matt, and Liam are going to be at PAX Unplugged
PAX Unplugged.
next Friday. Wednesday Club, still a thing.
Still the thing. We haven't actually decided what we're doing next week yet because it all depends on on who's going to be joining us. We have a couple invites out to people, so we're waiting to hear. But it'll be fun no matter what.
When's the Moon Knight episode?
Never.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we'll do a Moon Knight. Do you want to do a Moon Knight episode?
I would come on for a Moon Knight
I'll
episode.
talk about
That'd
Moon
be
Knight.
great.
I love Moon Knight.
What about Spider Ham?
Oh, Peter Porker, the
Yeah.
Spectacular Spider-Ham? We could do like a whole animals episode. That would be a lot of fun.
pork
That'd be great. You sang in a blizzard promo
Yeah, I did.
for a new
Yeah.
expansion.
Yeah, the upcoming Hearthstone expansion.
Kobolds and Catacombs.
Kobolds and Catacombs, which is it references another cool game that sometimes people play.
Sure.
Not
But
today, though.
no. Yeah. No, of course. But yeah, they had me sing the announcement trailer, which you can check out online, and poke fun at me being a silly
Minstrel
voice in the
bard.
void minstrel bard about making your way through catacombs filled with kobolds. So check it out.
That's
Your response via text when we texted you that was happening was adorable. Like, oh, that's what that was. I suppose that's happening now.
Yeah, I didn't know they were announcing at BlizzCon. It was just like, on the opening ceremonies screen. I was like,
Crashes.
okay.
Were you in there when they did that?
We were driving. We were driving down
okay.
at the time. I was like, what is going on?
Erica and I were at the Overwatch arena, and we were like sitting listening, and we both just started squealing really loudly.
Yeah, that looked really fun.
It was
I saw they
amazing.
brought in Darren DePaul on a big throne that they
yeah.
were all carrying. And they had Paul
Well, he
Brady.
is the mayor of
Apparently a
BlizzCon.
real human bone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blizzard couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it. At last but not least, I would love to thank Joanna, aka Sleepy Jane, for doing the wonderful bear art.
Oh, what do you guys see? Oh
my gosh, so great. And then I would like to give a huge shout out to Grant Howitt, who is actually the writer and the producer of Honey Heist, as well as several other silly RPG one-shot games. You can get this for free. That's the amazing thing about this. He publishes all of his games for free, and you can support him, which we highly recommend you do, at patreon.com/GSHowitt. So
HOWITT.
yeah, and if you join his Patreon, you get some cool stuff that you might see. Maybe
some honey.
So yeah,
Maybe some money.
maybe. Anyway, I think. Oh my god. Oh my god, is that?
I know, it's weird. It feels weird, doesn't it?
Okay.
Say it.
What do you say? Without further ado.
I don't know. You've only seen it every week for the
Without
past 2.5
further
3 years.
ado, let us now jump into this Trinkets Honey Heist version of Critical Role. Welcome back. Where we last left off didn't happen, so we'll jump right in.
Do you have any rules to go over before we get
Should I go over rules now?
I figured that way we can just go right into the
Okay.
narrative.
Where we last left off was rules
Stop
before we
backseat
actually
DMing. I'm trying to first time.
I'll shut up.
before we jump in. Honey Heist. This is a super simple game. Everyone is a bear. The bear has a special skill. We'll see that as we go along.
Sure.
And you will eventually be getting rolls. And you are trying to heist the motherlode of honey heists. So you have two stats, your bear stat and your criminal stat. You start the game with 3 points in each of the stats. This is a D6 based game, so whenever you do anything remotely bear related, you're gonna roll your bear stat and you wanna try and get the number equal to or under how many points you have in bear. Criminal is anything basically not related to being a bear. That's quite literally actually what it says. Not to not do anything directly related to being a bear. Same thing,
Bears
equal
can't
to
really
or
be-
under, right?
Bears are a criminal.
If the plan's going well, I can reward you with a point in criminal. You move a point from bear over to the stat. Conversely, if you start getting a little aggravated or the plan starts not working out in your favor, you might move a point from criminal into bear. The more frustrated you get, if you reach 6 points in either stat, you either turn into an insane criminal mastermind, betray the party, and decide to bounce, or you go completely feral as a bear and can't really function being a criminal anymore, and you're out. So you don't want that to
Is there
happen.
any other way to die? Like if you fall off something, do you die? What happens?
Just don't jump off any cliffs. That's my recommendation.
You just get more frustrated from falling off a cliff and become
Yeah.
more bear-like.
More bear-like, yeah. I
Cliffs
guess.
can't kill bears.
No. It's very cartoonish.
Yeah.
It doesn't really cartoon physics. Just don't look down if you decide to walk off a cliff.
Forest fires kill bears.
No, they don't. That's why I have
true.
to keep telling us to fight them.
If you feel like you're starting to get a little too berry, you can flash back to a criminal planning sequence in order to move a point from bear into criminal. Or if you're feeling a little too shady, you can eat a nice little snack of honey to move a point from criminal back into bear. So
Do we
you,
have like a Batman belt with honey stashed on it?
No,
or something? We have to find it and eat it.
Yeah.
and that's what you guys are good at.
Yeah.
All right, I think we get started.
Roar.
Hold on.
He's into it. He's into it.
No Wookiees. No Wookiees. Hereby ban on Wookiees.
Oh, I should go.
Well, no, it's my plan to die in the first half an hour.
No, this isn't the zombie
That's how
apocalypse.
we
That's your
rigged
shtick.
it.
All right. It's autumn. 2 years after the defeat of the Chroma Conclave in Westron.
Wait, we're in West.
We're in Westron.
Those fucking assholes.
The air has that perfect, crisp breeze indicative of the chillier months to come. The scent of deep-fried festival foods and fermented alcohols radiates heavily from the center of the town square in the Opal and Market wards. The distant sound of string quartets and laughing townsfolk pick up in your ear. Trinket. The immense sense recall spawns the memory in your head, and you know this is the Happy Food Festival time. This is your favorite time. But for some reason, Vex is walking you away from the festival and towards the Bramblewood Forest. I know, buddy, but listen, I need you to stay here. Look, I can't have you risking sneaking away and giving into your temptations again. Pike would kill me, and she's already upset at you for clearing out the Slayer's Take honey stash the past 2 times. I know, but look, I promise you, if you do this for me, buddy, I'll come back with a whole load of festival treats. All right? All right, darling? Okay. Be good. Don't get into any trouble. Okay? Happy Bear. And she walks on down the road.
Where am I right now?
You are currently on the edge of the Bramblewood Forest, kind of up on a mountain. You can kind of see Westron in the distance.
Okay, so looking down at the city from the distance. Okay.
You can see kind of far off that the city is dressed up in autumn colors and reds, and there are wagons being pulled into the city. And you recalled Vex mentioning something about the Slayer's Cake competing in a competition. Seems like they got a lot of competitions, and they are entering Keyleth and Pike's prize honey. So you know there's a lot of honey. As you turn around, you hear a few cracks of branches, and there is a crowd of other bears. It seems to have been watching the whole time. There's a panda that just kind of waves.
Can we speak English?
Yeah. You can speak to each other, and you can, like, kind of mumble through words to humans.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you can kind of.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Oh, me? I'm Petty Tuckspin. I'm new to these parts. I come from, somewhere else. But I've been walking around, checking it out. I like the place.
All right. You seem a little fish out of water, but
What's your name?
they call me Trinket.
You a girl?
I'm a member of Vox Machina, saviors of this land to Taldore and beyond. You show me some respect.
I just look at his junk. Hey, it's not a girl.
Who are you untrustworthy lot, too, to be with this guy?
Hey, my name is Cookie. I'm a bear. This is my brother, Waffle.
How you doing? Yeah, we just rolled into town. Just picked up this guy along the way. We don't speak for him. We don't not gonna give him any credit right now. He seems like an okay guy.
You guys are
How
all
you doing,
just
Lenny?
hanging out here at the edge of the Bramblewood for no reason.
Well, man, we heard this town's got the good shit.
There's
May-
been talk.
You may have heard right. All right, 3 new bears. 3 large-sized normal bears.
There's another guy. There's one more guy.
I look around and I only see the 3 bears.
Yeah, there's one more.
I'm a little smaller.
Kind of peeks out from behind Petty Tuckspin.
I'm not really a bear. I'm a honey badger. My name is Liam Las Vegas. I'm on a bender. That's it.
A honey bender?
I'm on a honey bender. I'm here with you lads. Strictly for the honey.
Don't let his personality defects fool you. He's a top man. Top man knows his business.
I mean, he's a total asshole, but he's really good at his work.
He's good at what he does when he can do it.
Started out as a bottom man. Now I'm a top man.
Worked his way to the middle mostly.
Middleman.
Top of his field is middleman.
Top of the middle.
Worked his way from the bottom.
Started from the bottom, now we at the middleman.
Top of it.
As you hear the music in the background press on, all you can keep thinking about, Trinket, is that massive, massive stash of honey hiding right behind the walls of the Hazel Festival.
Oh.
I look out. Do I still see Vex, or is she far enough away?
She's pretty far gone at this point over the mountain. She doesn't seem to be paying any attention to you.
I'm gonna try and sense honey.
Okay, roll a bear.
I get double die.
You get advantage. Yeah.
Oh man.
Nope.
No.
Wait. Is this nope?
No.
All right. Right now, just a lot of fried foods. And you know that, like, you know, at Ren Fair.
Yeah.
You know, at Ren Fair, when like that kind of like mead smell and dirt.
No,
it's kind of like that. That's all you got right now. It's a little too much right now.
We probably want to get closer in before we start using the,
Yeah, no. The nose ain't picking nothing up right now. No.
Then you begin to make your plan.
All right.
We should obviously get drinks.
Well, I was going to say, first and foremost, like I said, my name's Trinket. I'm an adventurer. I've been through dungeons of all sorts and kinds. Used to scaring things off that are dangerous in my way. I have no idea what the hell you're all capable of.
Oh.
You,
Oh.
Panda Bear.
The name's Petty.
Petty.
Petty Bear.
Tell me, if we're gonna go into this city, and we're gonna reap the rewards of this honey festival contest, and I know where it is, what do you have to bring to the table anyway?
Petty, why don't you go ahead and roll a d6, and this will determine your roll.
Oh, wow. 1.
Petty Tuckspin, you're the muscle of the group.
Oh, I knew it.
Let me lay out a day in the life of Petty Tuckspin for you. I wake up, I eat. Bamboo mostly. About 10 a.m., I eat. 12, I eat.
What do you eat at 12?
bamboo.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
I get you.
1 through 4 is nap time. 4 to bedtime is eating. Now, I lay this all out for you because I just want you to know what I do with those calories is I crush skulls. I break bones. I rough up people who haven't made the payments. Well, we can arm wrestle if you really want a sense of what this tuckspin's all about.
Petty, don't hurt him, Petty. Come
I-
on.
Don't hurt him. He seems quite serious.
As a fellow bear who's immediately stared at my junk, I feel it's only right and fair that I accept your challenge.
Oh, we're gonna do this.
All right.
Pause up.
I'd say roll a bear off, and you get advantage.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Petty.
I do.
Paw wrestling.
Paw wrestling.
This is a. Oh, okay. A 1 is my better stat.
No,
Correct.
I don't. Oh, 4.
Without fail. Petty, just like a sprig of bamboo, just snaps all the way back.
You okay?
All right, we need some muscle. You've proven yourself worthy. Do I move a point for failing?
Do you feel aggravated?
No.
You agreed to it. You're
No,
fine.
not
Not
too
yet.
aggravated, yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, pandas. They're fighters, not lovers.
All right, good. So we got muscle. What do you two brothers got at the table?
Roll
Show me.
d6s.
1.
Do you want to still also be on muscle, or would you like
no,
to
no, no, no,
re-roll?
no. Let's roll that. 4.
All right. Cookie,
Yeah,
you're the brains of the group.
of course I am.
Waffle,
Yeah.
you're the hacker.
Hacker. Hacker bear.
Do we need a hacker?
We'll find out. Do we write our rolls down on our sheet?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Write your rolls down.
Let me tell you, we've hit all the biggest places. We've hit Vasselheim. We have hit Stillben, okay? We've been to the Briarwoods home turf, and we've gotten all their fucking honey.
Hold there, honey.
And we're gonna get this honey, because this fucking guy is gonna hack the system.
I can hack anything. Anything you need. I can hack doors, I can hack people, I can hack cities. Hack right through them.
Uses his paws.
Just hack right through.
Even with those stubby fingers.
And man, do you know how to hack?
Nope.
No, don't be talking to me about my business.
What do you know how to do?
What
being in Las
exactly do you
Vegas?
do, Honey Badger?
2.
Reroll.
Reroll.
No. 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 Yeah, 3.
You're the driver.
Yeah!
All right, I'll be the driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your deal?
I'm the driver.
Where's our ride at? What are we taking this time?
Well,
With the
we've
Sundry
got
BS?
a horse and buggy.
You're gonna have to pick up a ride.
We're gonna pick up a ride.
Figure something out.
And don't worry, I have super high criminal charisma.
All right.
All right, Trinket, you're the last one.
So it looks like we got a nice selection of abilities here. So let me tell you what I have to offer. 1, I know where the honey is. 2, I know the people probably around it. And 3,
That's anything 5. You're a thief.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
You're in
Just like your mom.
and let me just tell you, I've learned a few tricks from the two that raised me. So that honey's gonna be as good as ours.
Awesome. Awesome.
Now,
I feel like now would be a good time for me to sort of confess that I don't really like that. I've never had honey. I eat bamboo mostly.
Is it a gluten thing? Is it gluten?
No, I
Is it
just
the
haven't
gluten?
had
sort of weird diet.
Does it
This is
stick
like a
to
sugar.
you?
Just don't have it.
Yeah, but
much
you
where
gotta
I
have
come
it
from.
with. You take the bamboo and you just stir it
dip
around in the
Dip
honey
the
and have it
bamboo
together.
in the honey and then you...
That would be good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be
it's like
good.
celery and peanut butter.
All right. I
Don't
can't wait
fucking
to
knock
taste it.
trust me, it'll be great.
All
Yeah.
right.
Rub my
Like
swollen
bean
shoulders.
shoulders. What do you want, man?
Uh-huh.
Did you bring any bamboo with you in a sack or something?
Did I?
Did you bring any bamboo? No.
I ate it on the way here.
That's okay.
I eat a lot.
Big things.
Yeah, we heard.
And you also like to eat anything that kind of remotely resembles bamboo.
Sure.
So.
So anything
Good.
foul.
Yeah.
He's gonna get
Basically.
angry. You're not gonna like him when he's angry.
All right.
All
Our
right.
newfound friend, Trinket. what can you tell us about this town? Where the honey is? What are we working with here, buddy?
All them banners you see out there beyond the walls. This is a goddamn celebration. There's a contest in there. My ears picked it up. And in the middle of that contest area, I can smell it. There's all the honey we could ever hope for. And possibly even some bamboo. Keep your eyes open.
All right, all right.
Now we all have to do is get inside. So, if you're the brains, what do you suggest?
Oh, we need some kind of distraction.
Oh.
We're gonna dress as people. That's the plan.
Dress as people, but how's that gonna work? I mean, we all look giant.
Trinket, your ears pick up in the distance. Hats! Get your hats!
Maybe immediately. I think you're onto something.
Ding ding.
Cookie, waffle.
Yeah.
Liam, Las Vegas. Petty Bear.
Yeah.
Let's go get us some hats.
He's about 100 yards away, kind of entering into the south entrance of the city, about to cross the threshold of the wall.
Okay. Do we want to try and quickly and quietly make our way up behind?
Well, what do we see?
I would technically be the smallest, correct? Being a honey badger rather than a bear. And I could maybe, if I need to slip by unnoticed, to grab a couple of things and bring them back to you guys.
Start a distraction.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. Okay? Cookie and waffle. We're gonna fuck shit up. All right. We're gonna get in the garbage. We're gonna start fucking with people's shit. I might even scare a little kid. When that happens, you're in. You just grab as many fucking hats as you can, and you skedaddle back, and we meet up together, and then we choose which hats we're gonna wear and which makes us look most human, or elf, or halfling in your case.
Okay, but one question. Let me know any size preferences or style before. I don't want to come back and then have a big argument, and then I gotta go back again.
Mr. Las Vegas, surprise us.
All right, I can do it.
All right, Liam, you.
Oh shit!
Las Vegas.
Call you Vegas.
In Vegas.
I told Vegas.
Vegas. God damn you.
Vegas strong, baby.
Vegas, you skitter on down past, kind of using the rocks and the fauna to dodge as you get up close behind the guy. Cookie and waffle. Where you guys?
I say we split up. You take the bottom of the road. I take the top.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scare a bunch of little children, and I want you to start tearing down the festive decorations that you see.
You want me to hack those decorations?
Hack the decorations to fuck off the walls and make a lot of noise, Waffle.
All right, it's gonna be a loud hack. All right,
Boss,
hacking the decorations.
Boss, you need me to do anything?
If anyone tries to stop us,
You got a suggestion, Trinket?
I'm just gonna say, be careful about too much mayhem. We don't want people to suspect there's bears running wild around the city. They might shut down the festival, and that honey is. So if you're gonna do a scare, do it and get out.
All right. Waffle and Cookie.
Yeah.
Flank from the sides. As you kind of start getting up to the wall of the city, you see two guards standing at the entrance, just kind of nodding, greeting people, letting them go in as they go. See a few banners hung up along the wall, a few flowers.
I'm gonna hack a couple banners down. So we have a brief disguise. I'm gonna hack a couple banners.
You said there's a couple of soldiers, guards.
A couple of guards, yeah, a couple of shields.
Are there any kids in sight?
There's maybe like one or two coming in, families coming in and filtering into the city for the festival.
But
Most
are
people
guards
seem to be
between me
inside.
and them, or are the kids like open season? You know what I'm saying?
Kids are currently open season. Yeah.
All right.
You see like a mom and dad, two kids, typical looking family, out for a nice day. Then you see like another kid going along in with them, one of the vendors. They've got some vegetables on their back.
If we wrap ourselves in these banners that I pull down, then they won't know that we're bears. They'll just be like giant flying banners.
They might
It's
think
like-
we're ghosts.
They might be ghosts, and then they're just going to be prepared for ghosts. They'll never see us coming.
Yeah. They'll try to turn us, and it won't work.
Nope, ain't going to do a thing.
Liam, Las Vegas, as this is happening, you get up right behind. You're kind of following. You're about maybe 5 feet out from the back of Theobald the Bold, the best hat vendor in town.
Theobald the Bold.
Theobald the Bold is because his hat's the boldest. And he's like a little halfling dude with like scrappy clothes, but his hat looks like way overpriced in comparison to everything else. He's hunched as he's kind of got a pull behind wagon just piled with hats.
Really leaned into it, didn't he?
Get your hats, festival hats.
Go.
Well,
Las Vegas, go.
He's gotta.
So I'm gonna hack the banners.
All right, as this is happening,
For the distraction. Nervous.
Hack
I get
the band.
nervous.
you start hacking a banner. Roll for criminal.
Is that a double?
That's a double
All
for a
right.
hacker.
Yeah. 2.
All right,
Yeah.
so you
I got 2
successfully.
banners hacked down.
You're kind of a little tangled in them. You're the kind of. The pendants are kind of getting in your face a little bit.
I'm
What
gonna,
are you
like,
doing,
flop
Waffle
one on
Cookie?
him.
While I get covered up, I'm gonna
Flop
start
him on- yeah.
running towards the kids, and I'm gonna yell as loud as I can like this. "Ah!"
The kids.
I'm gonna take a shit, and then I'm gonna slap it at the grown-ups' heads that are with the kids.
Oh, God.
Every
About this
cookie
time.
ghost don't poop.
About this time, the dad goes, guards, bears, get the, Dad, my bear. And about this time, one of the guards looks over at the other one and goes, Glennon, we have a bear attack. And they start running after you, banging their spears against the shields, going, get away, yeah.
I start flinging shit at them.
Yeah, what? Oh, there are those shit-flinging bears, Glennon. They're trying to block it. Roll for criminal.
Criminal? This is criminal
Well,
flinging
no,
my
roll
shit?
for bear.
I
Roll
thought
for
it'd
bear.
be bear.
I guess you are being more of a bear
So
than
what do
the
I just roll
brains right
one?
now.
Roll
I
for
roll
ape
one.
at the zoo.
This is the smartest idea that any bear has ever had. It's a 2.
You successfully fling shit. As the guards try to duck and cover, one kind of gets hit like right in the right eye. And he's like, oh! And they start kind of jabbing at you guys with spears.
Let's take them out. We're leading them away from the hats.
You're like, all right, they chase you off probably a good 50 or so yards off around the kind of
We'll
the
go
corner.
into the woods where you're supposed to poop.
Right, and as we're running, I yell, hack the system!
Good. I think those bears were rabid. Pretty sure we probably should have put them down, man. And they slowly walk back. In this time,
Yeah, I'm just
how
grabbing.
many hats?
I'm grabbing. How many do you think I could carry? 10?
You could
I wanna get
probably
a good
do a
selection.
few like darts and kind of like
okay.
hide a few in this time. Roll for criminal.
Okay.
Honey badgers don't steal hats. Criminals. Oh.
4.
Oh.
No, that's
No good.
So about this time, in the distraction.
Have I gotten any away yet?
Yeah, you got a nice solid haul
Oh, okay.
as you're trying to go for your bonus hats. Theobald turns around and goes, and rats! There's bears and rats! Get out!
Piece of shit.
Get! And he starts kind of stomping at you.
Hey!
Look, he knocked over my hats. And he starts scooping up the ones.
I have claws, right? A little bit. I have like
A
some
little
more
bit.
claws.
Uh-huh.
Honey badger,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get him in the butt.
Yeah, you
as I
actually,
run
you're
away.
special. Oh, you're
No,
attacking.
I'm just gonna kind of like.
Okay,
you know.
roll 2d6 and roll for the lowest under bear. You have carnage.
Are you gonna poke him in the gooch?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Oh.
1 and 2.
That's great.
Okay, so Theobald goes, and takes off running
Then I
into,
grab
and then
the
a few
extra hats
more
that I
fall
want.
off,
Yeah.
and you take the extra hats.
Okay.
And you guys all slowly get back. You reconvene. That actually went off pretty well considering. So you guys each put a point into criminal.
Yeah.
Waffle Cookie and Liam Las
I'm gonna
Vegas.
take it away from bear when we put it in the criminal.
You take one away from bear,
Away from
move
bear.
to criminal.
We put it in criminal.
As they're approaching, I'm talking to Petty. It's like,
And there's really not a whole lot of space in the necklace. It's pretty cramped, but at least I have a pretty good view. It's like a tiny television, like I see. They're here.
Oh,
All right. How'd it go?
Hey, we got hats.
We got hats. I got
Hats and you smell like
every
shit.
kind of. Does a bear shit on the Pope? I got hats at every kind you want. We got big ones. I don't know what I got.
Everyone roll a d8.
What?
A d8,
Oh
please.
wait, I forgot. I got my regular dice.
I need to borrow one. Oh wait, I have
One.
Marisha's. I have Marisha's wormwood.
All right. All right.
I got a 6.
6.
Oh,
Is she coming to get
got
whispers?
3 6s. You 2 6s re-roll because this
Okay.
is the one hat that I only have one of.
5.
8.
2.
You roll twice. You get 2 hats.
What?
Petty, this fez looks real attractive to you.
Second fez.
That's the best
Oh, there is
one.
a second
Inside one of the other hats.
That's the
Inside
best
one of the
one.
top hats.
Wow.
So I got Taliesin, you want a fez and another hat
Well, then you'll get a fez and one
I'll get-
more hat, so roll again.
Are you blind?
What did you roll, a 5?
I rolled an 8
You're
again.
gonna come out of a small car.
It's me. I'm just gonna roll the highest possible over and over again.
Akbar
What
and
color
Jeff.
top hat would you like?
Oh my god, what are my options?
Black, green, and like a leathery tan.
Holy shit,
there's a
I'll
gray
take
one, too.
leathery tan.
For 500.
There's a gray one too.
Oh my
And
god.
gray.
Oh my god.
That's a Willy Wonka hat.
That's my Willy Wonka
there.
hat.
Holy fuck balls. I am a happy bear. Whoop-hoo.
And now,
Trinket, you get a trilby. What did you roll? What did you roll again, Liam, Las Vegas?
5.
That is still
5?
really confusing.
It's gonna be.
It's still
I did it just to fuck with you.
Which cowboy hat, Liam?
Holy fucking shit! You give me that one in your left hand right this moment.
The badger.
all right, I
in
get a
black.
second hat.
You get a second hat.
I rolled an 8 again, so now I rolled a 6.
What up? Liam Charles
Roll
Miller.
6 again because the 6 is still a
I rolled
effect.
an 8 again.
Roll again.
you think
I rolled a 3.
So you can put 3 hats on?
I was just gonna keep rolling 8s until something
Like he's
else
rolled 2
happened.
8s. You
What
want to put
color bowler?
Oh, you gotta do that.
Oh, the
green
Riddler.
bowler, that
Riddler
green bowler.
Been a while.
So you get to wear a hat on a hat if you want, or
Oh
I
yeah,
guess
no,
you
I'm
know
gonna wear a fez on a bowl.
on a bowler.
On the
there you
bowler?
go.
Oh,
a Fuller.
Hola.
A foaler.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Wow.
That works.
Jeez, you are now in a western.
just-
You're that
just-
guy in a western.
He just hacked that
They can
hat.
still get that on camera.
Here we are. Yeah.
All right. You guys are feeling pretty good about your
This
About
is
your,
worth the price of
your
admission
hat?
right here.
Somebody get an organ grinder. Stat.
Oh man.
Sam looks like Barry Busey.
It's a good code name.
Hey, Vegas.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. With these hats, there's no way anybody in the town of Western would think that we're bears.
I had to poke a little butt to get him, but in the end,
Haven't we all?
the butt went away.
Hey,
You
also,
had to poke a little butt in the end. Is what you say?
That's exactly
All right.
I have another brilliant idea.
All right, what
Okay.
you got, Cookie?
We ripped down these banners. My brother hacked the system.
I can
They're
keep hacking
really
that.
big.
It's easy.
I can tear this shit with my claw and make each of us a cloak to go with our hats. And then we'll look even more human.
Oh, wow.
You are smarter than the average us.
3 years in Bear College, my friend.
Yeah. Oh wow.
All first.
3 years.
Wait, how many years?
3.
I'm getting hungry.
That's right. We got some money to get to. Come on, guys.
And with that confidence, you stroll right on up. See if you can test your luck with the guards, I guess.
Okay. Oh wait, here's your cloak. Red cloak. Red cloak. We're gonna be the black cloaks.
Yeah,
Here we
they're
go.
kind of like giant, pendants that you kind of just put holes in, so you've almost got nice little ascots now.
Distinguished.
Very distinguished. Very festive. Yeah.
As vertical as we can.
It's derpily, you walk on.
Hirsute gentlemen.
And as you walk by, the one guard was like, "Oh, jeez, do I still have shit in my eye?" Oh, and they're welcome to the Hazel Festival, sirs. Go on in. Jeez, can we go get like wet wipes?
Keep it moving, keep it moving. Bidet, bidet.
Bidets.
Bidet.
No,
Bidet.
What were those Goliaths?
Bidet.
Okay, let's go take a break. And you successfully enter the city. And you can I do it? Is my music going? I don't know.
I hear
It's going, yeah.
Oh, it is
beautiful.
going. Okay. As you get closer and closer into the city, you can smell wonderful foods. You can see people bringing in prized vegetables, and they're entering them into competitions. There's string quartets and people dancing into the streets, mead vendors out into the open. As you get closer, you actually see about a 3-story tall, really kind of derpy looking statue of a Western man with a cowboy hat. He's kind of wearing a button down that looks a lot like the Texas state flag. And he's got a shitty voice box saying, "Welcome to the Hazel Festival! Welcome to the Hazel," and it just repeats every 30 seconds or so. Things are decorated around it.
You're in a Johnny cab.
Cookie and waffle. You start to notice the scent of honey kind of wafting through the air.
Holy balls.
Petty
You smell what I
Tuxpin,
smell.
you start to notice the scent of bamboo in the air. So It's a little dried out. And as you look down, you start to notice these kind of little wooden bamboo sample spoons that have been discarded all over the floor.
I'm gonna pick them up and eat them.
Tastes like it's got a honey.
first.
It's got a honey residual on it. It's like scraps, but there's some little drops of honey in these sample cups.
Petty,
What?
people don't eat spoons off the floor.
Oh, people. We're people, right?
We're people. Just grab them and hold them, and we'll find a little corner for you to feast.
All right, I pick them up, but I just pop one in my mouth like a sucker.
All right. You guys also want to taste some?
Casual. Everybody act casual.
It's like a cigarette.
I can't pinpoint the source of the honey. Any of you boys?
I'm gonna try and pinpoint the source of the honey.
Same. I smell gold.
Roll for bear.
English, because we're
in taking
Nope.
Nope.
I'm
You know,
frustrated.
are you getting a little frustrated?
It's gotta be. Wait.
All right, then take and put a point.
It's gotta be lower
point
than
to
bear,
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna be lower than bear.
It's gotta be lower than bear.
Shit. Oh, we're in trouble here.
I'm getting a
I
little.
mean,
All right.
there's a lot going on. We gotta get closer to the source. I'm not picking it. There's too much happening.
I know.
Bamboo's getting in there, and it's mucking up the system, man. This is a
criminal
delicate
bear.
instrument.
Guys, is this plan off the rails already? Should I be
About
worried?
this time.
I'm freaking out here.
No, we got this. We got this.
We got these great hats. We got these great.
These people are looking at us funny.
About this time, you see an old couple run by, going, "Help! Has anyone seen any cows? We lost our prize steer." And she's like, "Oh, Gerald, I told you you should have tied them up."
What the fuck is this shit?
And then as they run by, you see Pike way off in the distance. And she's saying, "Anyone would like a honey sample? Honey sample?
yeah.
Anybody?
Hold on.
This is from the Slayer's cake. Vote for the Slayer's cake.
Oh shit, we eat the gnome.
Vote for the Slayer's
Then
cake.
we get the honey.
I'll kill the
Nobody
gnome
is
first.
eating the gnome.
But she's so little.
She's covered in honey. Look at her hair.
She will destroy you, trust me.
Is she poisonous if you bite into her?
Sure, we'll go with that.
On the other side, you see Reginald's daughter. What was her name? Illyria? Street? It's somewhere in my notes, but it's Reginald's daughter. And she's going, "Honey samples. Honey samples. Try it from the Reginald farm.
See,
Honey samples.
That one we could go towards.
And kill her?
Vote for me."
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and approach and just kind of tell the other guys to come along and be like,
We're gonna talk to her? Oh god, I'm freaking out.
"It's all right, just suck on your spoon."
I might just kill her.
So as I approach Reginald's daughter,
I'm still really trying to find her. Damn, I just
Doesn't
kept
matter.
right
It was
down
like-
Reginald's.
Kimmy.
I think
It's
it was
like
it's like a
Amira or something, or
Estelle
Illyria,
or
or
something, I
Amelia.
think.
We'll call her Amelia.
Sure.
Estelle Getty.
Amelia.
I approach with my big bare arms at the side, my cloak over my armor, and my delightful cap, and just kind of get close to the honey and kind of.
She kind of just looks at you a little confused and goes, hello?
Thank you.
She kind of turns around to a friend and is like, I mean, I'm not one to judge, but and she kind of shuffles away, a little uncomfortable.
Okay. So I took a bite of it, a little bit.
Okay.
I take the rest of it and hold it out and say, "One of you bears, please find the source of this goddamn honey."
Oh, why did you give it to him?
He said bears.
Oh.
Oh, that is good.
It's not bad.
That is good. I like you, City Bear. I like you.
We're going places.
We could do big things together.
Oh,
I
yeah.
smell honey waffle. I smell it.
Oh, I taste it.
About this time, you see the last and third contestant in the honey competition, wandering on the opposite side of the fountain. And he's going, yes, vote for me. It's Victor. V stands for voting. It's a secret recipe. Try my secret recipe. And Trinket, you kind of get this waft in the air, and you're looking at the honey, and it's kind of like this like grayish tint to it, and you recognize this is the same smell that comes out of Percy's boom boom tube.
Oh no, How many people are eating the honey?
A decent amount.
Oh no. Like,
A decent amount. People are kind of just all over the place. They're mixing it with other people. They're going to Pike, and then they're going to Victor, and then they're going to Reginald's daughter.
Okay.
They're kind of like jumping around.
first and foremost, I'm gonna go ahead, considering the utility of that honey, I'm gonna go and take a sample and probably just pack it under my bear pit for later.
Vote for me!
I got an
Wonders
idea. I'm
up.
gonna try something. I'm gonna wander up to Victor.
Hello, hairy fellow. Would you like some honey?
I'm gonna just dip my paw, just a little dip, and go.
Oh, you like it a lot, big guy. Okay. And he just starts scooping it into
I'm
the
going to
hat.
fill the fez with honey.
Yeah.
That's
With
about a hog's,
gunpowder honey.
it's about a hogshead's worth.
That's about a hogshead. Easily half a hogshead right there.
You remember, vote for me though. The V says, vote for me.
Nobody,
Spill it. Don't spill it.
We're in.
nobody jostle any of these townsfolk too hard. They're probably a little sensitive at the moment. All right,
A little gassy, you think?
you'll see. So, we don't want that honey. We have enough there. The prize honey is what that little one had earlier. Or where this came from.
My goodness.
I didn't think about my hat at the time. I don't have it in my pocket.
Or the robe.
I'm storing it in my bear pit.
That's Whitestone wildflower, touch of Feywild, star iris. That's good. That's real good.
All right, lead us on.
Which direction you guys
Wait
going?
a minute. You got a whole hat full of honey. Can I have a little honey?
You may certainly have honey.
I'm gonna take a little bite of this honey.
All right.
We're gonna need this for later.
As he's putting it in his mouth, I reach out and like grab the edge. You sure about this?
It's good.
All right.
All things considered, it's a
Cookie
little
can handle
still
this honey.
smoky, little kind of taste to it, but I mean, still kind of tastes like honey, just a little sulfury.
I've had honey with like jalapeno in it.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a little
bit of hot
gritty.
pepper.
It's got like a little bit of a crunch in your teeth.
Sure,
Someone relieve themselves in the back.
more or less.
Texture.
About this time,
I worked retail too.
you
Does that put me
hear,
back towards bear though?
huh?
I had some honey. Don't we get towards bear if we have a little honey?
Like a lot of honey.
You have to have a nice, like,
Okay.
kind of paw full. You gotta,
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
get in a sample's
Like a
not gonna
fez
work.
full.
That was
honey.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
all right,
My
all right,
fez
all
full
right.
of honey.
So, yeah, once again, you might want to, you know,
Full of honey.
stockpile some honey. It's
Yeah,
not a
all
bad
right.
idea.
Sure.
About this time, you hear a carnival barker come out onto a stage. It's kind of built temporarily in the middle of the town square, and he goes, "Welcome, everyone! The Fire Ashari Cultural Dance Troupe! And fire spinners, come out
Oh,
and
no.
start doing Fire Boy! Fire breather comes out over the crowd. Everyone's like, yeah! They go rushing up to the stage.
I run up and just start dancing with all of them. My drink is just like flying everywhere.
Drunk people are
Yeah.
like, yeah, look at this little guy.
I can't be here right now. I can't be right here. No.
Listen, you guys. Yeah. We have to get those fire dancers out of here, or get the rest of these villagers out of the center here, or we're all dead. That honey you got right there, that touches any of that boom boom fire stick. We all go boom.
My God.
I run back over. You guys, you gotta come. Oh man, it's crazy up front. Oh man, the honey's blue up there.
I can't go up there. I'm scared of fire.
You see a like a roaming, kind of free wandering chicken that comes up, and you can tell it's kind of eating any and all trash that it comes across on the floor. As a spark of ash kind of flies, a piece of flint flies off of one of the fire dancers, goes, falls in front of it. Chicken eats it mindlessly and goes, and just explodes and bursts into a just poof of feathers. Everyone kind of turns, looks over in your direction a little bit.
All right, here's,
Black magic.
I got a plan.
All right.
Popcorn chicken.
All right, you know Do you have a direction of where the honey's coming from that I gave you earlier?
I'm gonna try and smell it again.
All right.
Please, for the love of God.
Yes! Yes, I do! That way!
All right, you can kind of smell that it's coming from the Opal district a little bit. A really nice tavern called the Sun-Kissed Inn, that direction.
All right, you guys start heading that way. I'll catch up to you in a minute. I know where the Sun-Kissed Tavern is. I'm gonna go ahead and try and save some lives. Go ahead, go ahead.
God. All right. You bears split off into a back alleyway and start following Cooking Waffle.
Oh man, I was liking that guy, but I don't know. We don't need any martyrs in this group. Come on.
As the townsfolk are gathering around this fire troop, I'm gonna try and step right between kind of the threshold of where the various honey-eating folk and the fire spinners are, and just kind of step into that central area.
What's the range on the Vex necklace?
I don't know where she is, so we'll find out.
Shit.
Yep, neither do I.
You're wearing a hat.
She's real busy right now. People are dancing, they're cheering, they're eating the honey. Really stoked.
And as they begin to encroach, I kind of shake my head for a second, pull my hat and cloak off. Oh God! And just towards all the townsfolk, away from the fire dancers, attempting to use my terrify special skill.
Roll 2d6 under bear and take the lower.
2 and a 3.
Ooh. Kids immediately get snapped out of their dancing trance. Drunk people instantly sober. Everyone screams and takes off running into the other direction, other
Turn around
side.
to the fire dancers.
You can tell they're probably like low level. One person goes, and like makes flame, but nothing really comes out.
I throw the cloak back over my shoulder, take one of the fire sticks, and then start heading in the direction of the Sun-Kissed Tavern.
She screams and runs off.
Do I have to move a point anywhere for that?
You, take a point. I'd say that was a successful criminal action, so point from bear to criminal.
Tight.
Good grabbing the stick.
Tight.
So I'm holding the flame stick with me now and
You see Pike kind of off in the distance start looking and kind of moving people out of the way, and she's like,
as
"What?
low as I can.
Wait, what? Who? What? What do you mean a bear? What did the bear look like?" As she's demanding from other people that are just screaming in panic right now.
Right. Okay.
All right, you've
So, I made my way-
successfully wreaked havoc. You hear a few guards call out, "There's bears got in the city! Damn it, O'Donnell!" Keep moving.
All of this is canon.
The rest of you bears, you kind of sneak off, go around, heading your way towards the tavern.
You got a beat on it?
Yeah, I think I can hack it.
We're gonna stick to the alleyways and we're gonna make our way there quietly. All right?
Quiet.
Little guy.
Nah?
Vegas.
Yeah.
Take point.
How many?
15 HB.
Okay, what else?
Just get ahead of us, look around the corner, see if anybody's coming. If there's anybody there,
Kill him immediately.
You are 2 feet tall. No, don't kill him immediately. Just
Keep
give us a
extending,
signal.
And then they get on the ground, and then I go at the neck for a little bit.
It's a good thing you're good at pulling thorns out of our paws. I'm telling you, Vegas.
I could suck the poison out too if I really needed to.
All right, get up there. Earn your fucking
Okay.
feet.
And I just run over and crawl down the thing.
Damn, honey badger, don't need that lip.
Okay.
Yeah, shut up.
Kind of peek around a corner. Look left, look right. You see like a kind of a discarded wheelbarrow, a few discarded carts. You see some
I'm gonna grab.
trash.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I want a cart.
Yeah.
I want a cart.
Okay, you kind of
I'm the HB driver.
veer off and you just kind of take a closer look. One's almost like a little, kind of a pull behind cart that kind of has shoulder straps. You'd need one of the bigger ones. And then there's like a wheelbarrow, looks tinier, made of wood, but you might be able to kind of maneuver it. Might have even looked like a little kid wagon. It's basically what it is.
Vegas, what you got up there?
I'm looking for one that looks like the A-Team van.
I don't know what that. No, I'm
Sorry.
I'm not from around here.
Sorry.
I'm an out-of-towner.
B-team, come on.
There's some carts and a wheelbarrow.
A cart?
Yeah.
I can lift a cart.
Okay. Take the
see,
cart.
You
Yeah.
kind of push on the cart a little bit. Wheel falls off and just kind of collapse. Looks like it's been there for a while.
Okay.
But as it collapses, behind that is a shiny, kind of chromy, metallic, little black, kind of detailing racing stripes on the side. It's like a little radio flyer wagon.
Does it say Derolo on it?
Huh?
Does it say Derolo on it?
It, in fact, does say Derolo on it.
That's okay. So there's some really shiny shit here. I'm gonna use extreme caution, bringing it down the hallway. I'm gonna move all the shit out of the way and pull it down.
Vegas, you sure you can maneuver this thing? You've seen something like this before.
Roll a criminal check,
Yeah.
as you're trying to be stealthy.
This thing looks complicated.
How big is it?
How big is it?
Bigger than a honey pot?
It's bigger than a honey pot.
Bigger than a honey
It's
pot.
like a radio flyer. It's a
So
little
it's just
wagon.
big enough for Vegas, but not for a bunch of bears.
Yeah.
All right.
Success.
All right.
Success.
Success. You kind of shift things from a side. You hear a rustle from the house. Don't move for a second. What? George! George!
Who the fuck's George? Do we know George?
God damn, my piece of shit husband. And she wanders off. And then you can continue.
Okay.
We eat. And Liam Las Vegas
Guys.
comes back.
Look. Behold.
What do we do with that?
We can put honey in it.
Part of the plan.
And if someone gets injured, we could
What?
put their honey in it so they can focus on walking.
That's really smart.
Put my honey in the
In the wagon?
in the wagon.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah, it's really frees me up. That's good thinking, man.
Ah, yes.
You all stealthy keep on moving down the alleyways.
The wagon with a fez full of honey.
I'm looking for anything that looks like bamboo.
You're kind of eating the trash
Sure.
along the way. You know, there's a few foliage and trees that kind of look bamboo-y.
I'll eat them.
Okay, yeah, there's a few like almost like cattail rods and like fronds that are actually not too bad.
But we don't have
Not too bad.
the city bear back yet, right?
Not yet. Actually, about this time, as you guys come around the corner, you run coming down the alleyway.
Oh.
Right into Trinket.
What's up, big guy?
What happened? There was a lot of commotion back there.
Don't worry about it. We need to get to the tavern. I look down and I see the fez in the cart, and I go and hold the fire out away and be like,
Oh,
What's wrong?
what's wrong?
safety tip. This doesn't touch that.
It's an important safety tip. Good to
Get
know.
that thing away from me. I don't like fire.
Yeah, no. He's wearing a fez too.
I
You
point
don't
to
want to
Cookie.
get that anywhere near that fez.
Sorry.
It's very flammable.
I point to Cookie and say, this
Yeah?
also doesn't touch that.
What?
Well, I don't like to burn, so...
Remember that chicken?
Uh-huh. What do you sing as a correlation?
You ate the.
Don't worry about it. Sunkissed Tavern. Keep leading us on with that beautiful nose of yours.
All right, here's a question. How do you spell Sunkissed? And I can't read.
Well, let's keep following the smell.
All right,
Yes.
all right.
Maybe it's got pictures.
Out of one of the side alleys, as you guys are having this conversation, you hear. See that? I'm fucking D. Bradley Baker up in here.
Did you just
So that was pretty fucking good.
Did you just self D. Bradley Baker yourself?
Yeah, I did. I just want to say I didn't plan those. I didn't practice those ahead of time, and then it's not too bad.
That's a
That's
joke
not
for
too bad.
83 people.
I loved you and I know that voice.
people.
Man, I don't feel good about that. That was amazing. Oh.
So,
You see,
That was up there with all of D. Bradley Baker's monsters for sure.
yeah.
I give that joke a 5 bear claws out of 5. Very nice. Very nice.
you see two silhouettes kind of coming out of the shadows, also wearing hats. One has horns coming out of it, and two cows, also trying to pass as civilians, come up to you and goes, Well, look, what do we have here? Looks like we got ourselves a couple of wise bears. And they're kind of holding like a stick, like it's a Tommy gun, but it's definitely a stick.
Careful, kids. They got sticks.
Hey, friend.
We're all good.
Let me ask you something. Are you one of those like cows or one of those people passing themselves off as cows? Just to avoid confusion.
We've run into
look,
that before.
Look, wise guy, I'm a prize cow. You know who we are? We're the blue ribbon winners here at the Hazel Festival. Yeah, that's right. And you know what? Me? Oh, this year's Bonnie. She goes, hi. Yeah, you tell him, cow. He goes,
Shit.
that's Bonnie and I'm cow. And we're tired of living like second-class livestock, you hear?
Just point of clarification. They're holding sticks?
Holding sticks.
They're cows.
Like Tommy.
Cows, Sam.
Okay. Yeah.
Same way that
I'm
Garfield's
pulling
friends
a
held
radio flyer.
You have digits.
I do, but still. Cows can carry things.
Look, man.
Look, it's
Secret cow level
yeah,
pole arms.
it's
They can do all
balanced.
kinds of
It's
things.
kind of tucked up under his.
This cow didn't
It's a
skip
Far
leg
Side
yet.
cartoon.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
go with it. It's a Far Side cartoon. Yeah. Top secret.
Beefcake. I don't think we got a problem here. There's not a lot of overlap. You guys like grass? You guys like ribbons?
Oh, do we? Do we like grass? You're gonna start telling me about myself now?
Well, what the
Look
fuck
at these
you
guys.
gonna
Look at
like?
these guys, Bonnie. Yeah, you tell them, cow. Yeah.
You also like to be milked.
All right, you know what? You bears, you get to enjoy your honey. You get to enjoy all these fruits and all these bamboos. And we get stuck with hay. And I'm just here to say we're tired of it. Aren't we, Bonnie? Yeah.
I step forward and crack my bare knuckles and say,
Look,
if
look,
you're
we got
sick and
a
tired
break
of it,
up.
why don't you make a move, huh?
Oh.
Come on, let's end this right here. Let's settle it.
Take
All
a
right.
shit on him, Petty.
I don't shit where I eat.
Well, then shit on the one you're not gonna eat.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Is that a threat? Is that supposed to be some sort of hamburger threat? I get it.
Yeah.
I'm a cow. I've heard them all.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
You want to throw down? That
Let's
honey's
do
ours.
this.
All right, let's throw down.
Let's do this.
Did the cow just drop his stick?
He did.
Yes!
Here's
He
my
did.
question. How much like bamboo do those sticks look?
They look pretty good. They look like some pretty tasty looking sticks. They're still
Dropped it
green.
on the floor.
They dropped it on the floor.
I lean over to Petty and say, disarm him.
I pounce with panda speed. And I
So
throw
one die.
myself on the stick and I bite it in half.
Fuck him up, Petty!
As you bite down on the stick,
Mom on that knob, Petty.
you realize there's
All the
actually
way down to the-
there's actually something a little bit different about this stick. It kind of has like a shimmer to it, and kind of it's not as easy to bite through. And you realize this is actually a magic stick.
Son of a bitch.
What? Is this true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like now?
You can certainly
Oh, this is
try.
a spell I can do?
It's a stick that when you use it,
this
it turns into a
happens. Okay.
giant
Okay.
whacking trunk.
Oh, what?
It is he can yeah.
Wait, that's this, yeah? So when I use this stick, I become 2 bears?
No. Wait, what?
That just says 2 bears, 1
Oh,
cub.
I gave you the wrong one. That's what you needed.
Oh, this makes much more sense. Okay, cool. But I don't have to use it now, but I have this item.
You now have it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I can't bite it in half. I'll just hold on to it.
Okay.
With my digits that I have.
Bonnie and Cal go "Mrrr," and start trying to stampede you all. What do you do?
I take off my cloak, and I'm gonna try and bull them out into one of the buildings. We're just
Roll
gonna
for
try and-
criminal.
This is all criminal. I don't get 2.
Roll
I
for
get 1.
hacking. Roll for being a
Being
cow
a
hacker.
cow hacker.
You're cow hacking.
Bovine hacking. Classic.
Hack their-
I rolled a 4. I do not hack.
He doesn't fall for it, and he comes and he tramples right over you. You get knocked prone on the ground. You get aggravated, and you take a point in bear.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Las Vegas by the scruff of the neck off of the radio flyer, and I'm gonna try to chuck him on top of a cow.
All right.
Get on there, and I'll just start
Going for
going
carnage?
carnage. Yeah.
All right. You do the fastball special, land on top of him, get a nice little foam going in the mouth. That's good. Roll 2d6.
You're the driver. Steer that shit. Steer that steer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 1 and 2.
Okay.
Damn.
You just start tearing at the throat of cow.
Yeah.
Poor cow didn't know what was coming to him. Scruff is just getting.
Eat more chicken.
He goes down pretty good. And about this time, Bonnie turns and goes, "What? No, you monsters!" And she turns and goes for you, Trinket.
As she rears towards me, I get down, me as imposing a grisly figure as I can, and just give a very focused, centered roar right in her direction.
Roll for
Attempt to
terrify.
terrify. Yeah, the 2. Because I only have 2 bear right now.
She goes, You'll pay for this.
Take your wounded boy, and don't cross a bear in a hat ever again.
She kind of grabs Cal, starts trying to drag him off. It's gonna take time.
It's gonna take a while.
It's not really
Try and move something with its teeth.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty
just
sad
Are there
actually.
any sticks left?
We'll just stand off
Just
with
the
Lee
one
and watch.
stick.
Okay.
Yeah, there is another stick. It is just a stick.
Oh, okay.
Do we have to move
I'm
points
gonna
first?
eat
Oh
the
yeah. Do I
second
need to,
stick.
what do I need to do for
Okay.
my attack?
Well, because we know the bear things, right? So we move a point
I'd
in the bear.
say you get a point in bear for that. You did
Okay.
some pretty good bear stuff this go
All right.
round. You ate
Do we
some
also
sticks.
move a point into bear for?
You would move a point into criminal, and you would also move a point into criminal because your plan
using
succeeded.
a special skill. That's right.
Yeah, you succeeded.
That's not good.
Hey,
Well,
boss.
success.
Say Trinket, yeah.
Success of
Trinket,
your plan
you
or
got a
failure.
great singing
Boss,
voice.
boss.
You ever thought of
Shouldn't
doing
we, I know she's within earshot, but shouldn't we leave no witnesses? You want me to, take her out of commission? Turn her into a...
Fucking cow. You think she's gonna go to the city council and report a bunch of bears? We need to keep on the task at hand. Get the honey and get out.
As she turns away, I take a very quick glance to look at the back of her shoulder blades to see if I notice any sort of familiar branding.
You actually do recognize this branding. This is from the old couple that Vox Machina saved their bears from being eaten from rocks.
They're cows.
Cows.
They're cows. Yeah.
Right.
What did I say?
You said bear.
But it's the same.
It's still in
oh,
theme, it's
sorry.
fine.
Cows. The
We
cows.
got it.
I
The
turn to-
same old couple that you saw earlier running through looking for
I
their
turn to
lost
Petty and
steer.
say,
Wait, I know these cows. We've talked to these cows. These cows are assholes.
You want me to show him what for?
Finish them off.
All right. I'm gonna go up and take my stick and knock Bonnie in the head with it.
Okay, you use
Oh, it
this
just
stick,
works?
and as you rear it back, it goes whoop, 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 and turns into like a giant tree trunk, basically, and comes toppling down right on her head. Roll for criminal.
Oh, I gotta roll well.
I believe it. This is a. Or wait, no, bear.
Either
Sorry.
way, I succeed.
Okay. A little blood splatters
She's
off to
dead.
the side. She had a tree fall on her. And then after a second,
It's sick.
it goes back to a stick.
Okay, I thought it was a stick. It's on me. That's on me.
This is amazing. I got a stick that makes trees.
Who would have thunk it?
Drink it. I'm gonna make a proposal to you.
Does it involve honey? I'm starting to get real twitchy.
Boss.
Same.
Boss.
Yeah.
Did you hear the part where this turns into trees?
That doesn't make any sense, all right? I'm doing business, all right? Sit tight.
I feel like this is a more momentous thing.
It doesn't seem that important in the grand scheme of
No,
things.
like really.
Didn't it kind of used to be a tree anyway?
Just keep your mind on honey, all right? All right, Petty?
All right.
All right. You seem like
I
a
know
hard
you're not
mother.
used to holding things that size in your hand, but you need to focus.
Las Vegas.
Yo.
You're the best at what you do, bub, but hold on. The big bears are talking business.
All right.
You seem like a hard motherfucker to me. Once we get the honey here, I get the sense you got ties to these people.
More or less, yeah.
What say you run free with us? We can hit Vasselheim, we could get all the fucking honey of every temple in that city. The good stuff after this.
We got a cart to pull it in and everything.
Looking
The
at
Aztecs got their fingers in dozens of bakeries all over town. Their honey pots are sweet.
Looking as how I'm 5 points into criminal right now. I start nodding slowly and go,
all right, I hear what you're saying. You all seem to be a fairly functional lot. We'll see how this... Most of you seem like a functional lot. Let's see how this goes down when all's said and done. We've enjoyed our just desserts. You might be onto something.
I like this guy, Waffle.
Yeah, that was a honey pun. That's
this
good.
guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of peek down the alleyway a little bit, and people are still pretty cleared out of the town square from where everyone was looking for a giant bear that's now run loose in the town. You see a few knocked over jars of the sample honey, kind of, be risky, but there is some honey not too far.
Oh, it's worth the risk. I need to keep my eyes focused. My brain right now is just caught up with the ideas of all the various other heists we could throw, and no, I've been a good person so far, a good bear my life. I can't deter too far from that path. I'll be right back.
and I rush out to try and grab one of the canisters and bring it back.
Always leaving us like that.
Roll for criminal.
Well, I think he's got a second family in Canada.
Yeah, I make it.
Yeah. So you scoop up a few, as many as you can.
I'm jamming it into my mouth, like directly, just.
Okay, go ahead and move a point from criminal to bear. And I'd say you can probably bear handle like 2 more jars of honey, kind of awkwardly.
Come back and put it into the radio
I'll help
flyer.
him, and can I eat some of it as I help him?
Sure.
All right.
Go ahead and move a point. Does anyone else want to eat
Does anyone
anything?
else
You
need to
good?
partake? I'm all right. I'm feeling pretty in control. So let those in need scoop the honey
I'm
first.
more of a bamboo person, honestly. I don't really, I'm fine.
Dip your spoon in it, try.
Oh, yeah, I have those sample spoons. Delicate. Yeah, nice odor. Has a forward nose. Jammy, but New World jammy.
Jammy? I heard Jimmy.
Yeah. It's got sort of a steely, oaky feel.
What are the notes?
How old do you think? How old would you say?
12 years aged in barrel. Good mouth feel.
That's what you say about everything.
You know,
I like it. Hey, this stuff's
Hey.
pretty good. You know what this is like? Liquid bamboo.
You know how you can tell a panda bear is a vegan? He never fucking stops telling you about it.
Yeah, and the ones that do CrossFit.
What's CrossFit?
You know, it's when they run up and down the thing, you know, and then they're always talking about the shirts and.
No. Vegas, we do B90X.
Yeah, B90X.
Focus.
Sorry.
We got honey hiding somewhere right now. I don't want you buffoons ruin our chance. They know there's bears around now, and I bought us a little bit of time, but we gotta hurry it up.
He talks a lot of sense. Come on, we gotta keep our eyes on the prize. We gotta get to this inn.
All right, you got the nose, you got the brains. Take us.
Scent on a waffle.
Do I still got a scent on it?
Yeah, I'd say you still kind of got a pretty good scent on it.
Yeah, it's this place.
The card is.
Bring the card around.
I got the.
You hear a few guards in the distance shouting. It's kind of inaudible. Clear! It seems people are definitely looking. You've definitely put the city on high alert, for sure. Everyone roll a criminal check as you stealthily move through the city.
Oh shit.
Succeed.
Succeed.
I failed big time.
Oh no.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
All right, what about you, Waffle?
I was gonna roll, but first I was gonna think about the last time we were in a tricky situation like this.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes one of Grandpa's old stories.
No, I remember we were doing a roll through Whitestone. There was high alert. Rough times.
Flashback.
And we were trying to book our way through the main square towards that big tree.
Goddamn tree.
The tree that's just, it can give you a little coverage, but not nearly enough. And that cart came by, and we just kept walking right behind the horses on the cart. No one suspected a thing. They were just sitting there, minding their own business, going, like, making noise, like, bears! Bears! Look out, bears! They didn't see a damn thing coming.
Farted the whole way there, smoke screen. Done. Out. Honey got.
Bada bing.
Wow.
Can I get a point of criminal
You
back?
can get a point in criminal back. And
Does that save all of us or just him?
you're just him. I'd say if you want to go ahead and switch the points since you were kind of a part of that,
I'll switch,
go
yeah.
ahead.
So it goes to...
From bear to criminal.
If you flashback, you go bear to criminal, honey, criminal to bear.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm still employed.
And this actually gives you a pretty good idea, Waffle. Since the town is kind of empty right now, you walk by a little newsstand that has some tobacco and hand-rolled cigarettes.
Sweet syrup, I got me an idea. Hold on. I walk up.
Just try and
Okay.
pull a cigar together. Basically, I try
okay.
and like grab like kind of stealthily grab a couple cigars.
Okay. I'll allow it to just happen, just because of the ridiculousness.
And I'm gonna try and light a couple.
Yeah, I go and grab the fire staff on the ground, pull it back, put my cloak back on.
It's an obnoxiously large flame for what you're trying to do, but
That's fine. That's fine.
uh-huh.
Now,
Last time you did this, you got stoned for 3 days on the outskirts of Craghammer. I had to talk you out of that tree. It took me 3 fucking days.
but it worked, didn't it?
Do you have yourself in control?
I'm fine. Right now, I'm feeling
Moderation. Moderation.
feeling good. Feeling fine.
All right.
So, now,
So you go ahead and put another point into criminal
Yeah.
from bear.
yeah, moving.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Feels pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's smoky. Honey,
All right.
honey glazed.
You guys keep moving, doing pretty good. As you come around a corner, down an alleyway, see a little kerfuffle going on, and you see 2 kind of bigger kids just sucker punching on this other little kid, and they're taking honey samples and just like smearing it in his hand. A lot of it's Victor just smearing it in his hair. And you just hear the kid screaming, hey, stop it! Stop it, you guys! Seriously, my dad's he's gonna kick your butt!
I run over there and just smack one of the kids on the back of the head.
He's like, ah! Turn around.
Stop it!
Shit, you guys! Hey, Jordan! Jordan, look, it's a ferret! Let's capture
I'm not
him!
a ferret, you piece of shit! Get away from him!
The kids start trying to capture you.
Oh, that's fine. I just start fucking
Killing?
Roll for carnage.
carnage.
I'm gonna run out and help him. I'm gonna jump the other kid.
I don't like bullies!
I'm still smoking.
It's a 4.
Oh, you have advantage because it's carnage.
Yeah, thank you. You have advantage.
Go ahead and roll for bear. Just one.
Shit.
I fail? Does it make it fail? Yeah, I fail.
I feel
you roll
hard.
it?
I feel hard.
Oh,
We both
shit.
failed.
Son of a bitch!
The kid grabs you successfully. The other kid turns, sees you, and is like, oh, shit! Shit, Jordan, it's those bears! And starts taking the wooden, play sword that he got at the festival and just starts beating you with it.
I'm gonna hack that sword in half. I'm gonna come running up and
Take
just
a
hack
point
that
in
sword
bear.
half.
Also take a point in bear.
Yeah.
As the kid's holding you and you're just
I just sit back and watch with Ben smoking the cigarette that Waffle gave me.
I'm gonna hack that sword in half.
This is not how it went in the after-school special I read.
How are you gonna hack that sword?
With my claws.
Okay.
I'm gonna hack it in half.
You're really pushing that hacker thing, aren't you?
That's what you gave me, man.
You know, once again, I'll allow it based on the shitty English language.
Thank you. That's how I get away with most everything in my life.
2 dice under bear.
2 dice under bear. I do it! I hack the sword.
Okay. Sword breaks in half, and he's like, oh shit, it's the other bear!
You've been hacked.
What? I feel like...
Say it! Say it! You've been hacked!
I hacked you. See?
George, what's he trying to say? As he's distracted,
Do I have a kid on my back, by the way?
well, the other kid that was being bullied comes up with his prop sword and goes whack and comes down right over the top of the first kid who is holding you, and then he turns to the second kid.
Oh.
And they're like, oh shit, man, come on, let's get out of here, and they take off running.
I trip one of them as they run.
Oh, just scrape my knee.
Run, you stubborn prick, you!
I flick my cigarette at
We
one of them.
showed you.
Poor dick.
As you flick the cigarette, you see one of Victor's sample cups go.
No.
It goes pop, kind of like a bottle rocket.
Ooh.
Right.
We gotta skedaddle.
Point of order. Don't flick cigarettes. Especially near kids with it smeared in their hair. I'm so sorry. Which of the kid is a giant hat-wearing trinket going,
He's kind of got like this like cowlick in his sword, and he's like,
holding the torch away in spot.
he goes, wow, you know, I really feel like you guys are trying to talk to me. This is great. You guys saved me. Oh, I got saved by bears. No one's gonna believe me.
Good.
That's right, Fuzzy Bear. Hey, you guys want some honey? I know
Yes.
where there's a lot of honey.
Where
Yeah,
is it?
yeah,
Tell
The
us.
only word of English I know.
Okay.
Tell us.
Okay. See, my dad is the head of security.
Congrats.
He's the head of, so he knows where all the honey is hiding, and he told me that there's like a code, and he made me like collect a bunch of fish for it, and it wasn't very fun. But there's a secret code. I can show you where my dad is.
Kid, how would you like to be an official bear bandit?
It's so cool having bear friends. Okay, if you go around the corner and you go up, you right next to like the Sun-Kissed Inn. My mom likes drinking there a lot. If you go over to next to the Sun-Kissed Inn, there's an alley behind it, and there's a door that kind of goes up to the side, and that's where the head of security is.
This kid, I like this kid.
Boss.
Okay, have fun. Bye. And he just runs off.
Kid,
You want me to catch
wash your hair.
Mom! And he runs off.
Want me to rub him out? No witnesses, right?
I had you fun for the day. All right?
Did you say rub them out?
Yeah.
Eh,
Rub one out.
I say no.
Got weird.
Vegas.
Always gets weird.
I
with
remember
Vegas,
this one
baby.
time in Las Vegas.
Oh, are you doing a flashback right now?
Oh, I know.
All right.
Yeah.
You got the smell of honey in your nose. We're going to the Sun-Kissed Inn. We know that the head of the security is up a side stairway. What the fuck do we do with that?
I don't know, you're the brains.
I don't think we can take the cart up the stairs.
I think we can with the right muscle.
Yeah. I can carry a cart.
A cart full of honey?
We need.
Sure, yeah.
Could you carry me too? Like
What?
the old days.
Why would I? What?
Remember when I was hiding behind you at the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone come back to 8 minutes in on the video.
Technically,
Yeah, are we gonna do a flashback to that moment?
if you would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another guy. There's another guy here. You said 3 bears, but there's another guy. Why don't you come out from behind me there, friend?
Hey, it's me. I don't remember what I said.
Flashback.
I know
And
someday
you're
we're
back.
gonna look back on all this and laugh. Right there. We're gonna look back and laugh.
Go ahead and put a point from bear and a criminal.
I think you did that
Or
wrong,
was it
friend.
the other way around?
No, it's
No, it's bear the
Jesus,
criminal.
Fuck. I was
You are
hoping it
now
was-
fucked.
I was hoping it was gonna take a thing.
Well, you can always eat the honey,
Oh yeah. Huh? Oh,
and then you also take a point from bear and a criminal.
Okay, great.
yeah, I'll eat some more honey too.
Okay, no, you can move that point back.
Save my.
How many more servings of honey do we have in the cart?
You got like a jar and a half.
So like,
Are they eating the hat honey, or
is it like a half a jar per serving?
I'd say
like
yeah,
3 more.
3 more.
Don't eat the hat honey.
All right, don't eat the hot honey, and we only got three proper servings left, so we have to be sparing.
Yeah. How close are we to this tavern?
Well, I mean, we're gonna go get a fuck ton
Waffle,
more.
what does your nose tell you?
I don't know. I have no real perception of a distance that is actually like capable of being communicated to a bunch of other people.
Is it like 3 glens?
It's
or
close.
5?
No, it's like 2 glens tops.
2 glens over?
Yeah, it's
right.
it's
That
close.
sounds accurate.
Okay.
A glen, maybe half a hill in the dale.
Okay. Well, let's get close. I want your nose and my nose. I have a pretty good nose.
Your nose
the
is
best
not bad.
noses. You'd be surprised.
Runs in the
We
family.
get outside that tavern, we try to figure out where in that building that honey is. Probably in the tavern, probably in the basement of the tavern, probably in the back in the larder. But let's check it out. Come on.
And with that, we will take a break.
Okay.
As always, stay tuned for the wonderful Brian Foster's code word so you can win some shit. I don't know what you're gonna win, but you're gonna win some shit.
It's going to be a beautiful deck box.
And we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back, I guess.
Woohoo, Marisha Ray!
Yeah! Hey critters, as always, thanks for supporting our shows. It's time for tonight's giveaway. This week's gift from our friends at Wormwood Gaming is this cherry deck box. And the code word you must only enter once is Trilby. Remember, only to type it once or you will be disqualified. Good luck. Congrats to the winner of my wood. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned, my friends. We'll see you Tuesday.
I'm Jason Charles Miller, and I've been playing role-playing games since I was 10 years old. I love sharing the joy of role-playing games with new players. That's why my friends and I created Starter Kit. Join us as we dive into a new world of piracy and intrigue with 7th, a swashbuckling adventure of exploration, mystery, and magic on the high seas. With our captain and game master, John Wick, creator of 7th, we'll make our crew, name our ship, and set off to explore the exciting realm of Thea. Avast ye hearties and climb aboard! We're about to cast off. Welcome to Starter Kit 7th.
Oh, it's working! Okay. Greetings, Geek and Sundry. It's your old pal, Whitney Moore. Kind of. I'm in the future now. It is different. It is very different. Most of you did not survive the cyber war that led to the technopocalypse, but I sure did. Luckily, also for me, Alpha's highly advanced server island was able to avoid the drone swarms, so that makes it so I can upload my new show, Thrashtopia, directly to you in the past. Thrashtopia is the only show in the wasteland that has Whitney, weird technology, advanced AI friendships, incredible sound effects, very special or very scary guests, heavy metal, cool art, your past coming back to haunt you, apocalyptic educational videos, and a lot of other cool stuff.
Oh no. Looks like broadcasting to the past is much more than my systems can take. Oh, I gotta go, friends. Just be sure to tune into my new show, Thrashtopia. It's starting real soon. Oh gosh, I miss you, friends. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bunker, cut the stream. Ah!
light up that blowtorch and tie your colleagues to their chairs. That's right, I'm Becca Scott, and we're learning to play Mondo's The Thing, Infection at Outpost 31! This co-op, till it's not, pits 4 to 8 Antarctic personnel against a shape-changing entity bent only on its own survival. Setup is intense. Like this game! First, players each roll 2 dice, and the highest roller takes the captain indicator. And then place the outpost map, objective tracker, infection tracker with this little computer guy at level 0, shuffled mission cards, and if you have 4 to 5 players, ditch the 6, 7, 8 cards. Dynamite, flamethrower, rope. Shuffle the supply deck, deal 5 cards to each player, and then set it back down. Room chips, sorted by sector, shuffled and dealt face down on corresponding rooms. The captain then organizes the character boards into 3 stacks of 4, separated by department or color. Starting with the captain and moving clockwise, players are going to choose a character from a department stack with the most remaining characters, so they're evenly distributed. Players then announce their choice, their captain powers, and place their cards on their board. Lastly, each character mover in the game starts in the rec room. This is my guy, he's got a dog. Before play can begin, we have to determine who is real and who is an imitation. Depending on the number of players, the captain creates 2 blood sample decks, one for dealing to players and the other for future simulations. There's always only one imitation in the group at the start of the game, and players may never voluntarily show their blood sample card. Now players have to work to clear out the base and track down the thing! The captain starts by drawing a mission log card and placing it face up in their area. If any event cards are drawn, they need to be resolved immediately, and then another mission log card is pulled. Then it's time to gather the team for the investigation. Each mission log card includes a requisite number of personnel and department requirements. The team always includes that captain. Players can discuss the current situation as much as they want, and they should. This game is built on table talk, which causes cooperation and suspicion. Once the captain has chosen the team, anyone left behind in the rec room gets a free discard and a draw at the end of the turn. So at least you don't get nothing. Next, the captain selects a room to investigate. They must choose a room with a room chip within an unlocked sector. Filling this objective tracker with revealed room chips will unlock additional sectors. Once selected, the team's characters are moved into that room. Then the players must each provide 1 supply card from their hand into the investigation pool in an attempt to complete the mission. Players can discuss the cards all they want, but you cannot show them to anybody else. Now, if you're a human, you want to complete the mission, so hand in the best cards for the objective. But the red sabotage cards can be played by an imitation to disrupt the mission, but their use carries the risk of discovery. Only when out of options will a human give a sabotage card. Once everyone has finished handing in a card, the captain will shuffle the pool and then privately look at the cards. Any sabotage cards are revealed and resolved automatically. The captain, if he fulfilled the department requirement on the mission card, may then swap out a supply card out of that pool by discarding it and drawing another new card without looking, and shuffle the pool again. The captain then reveals as many cards from the pool one at a time as required by the mission log card. Any new sabotage cards revealed must be resolved immediately, and if you can't, the investigation fails. If directed to roll, the dice value of the cards are totaled, and up to 6 dice are rolled for that objective. If the group completes the objective, they pass investigation and can reveal their room chip. But if they don't meet the requirements, are sabotaged, or the team fails, they don't get that room chip, and horrific things can happen. But some possible chips include gear. The rope, dynamite, and flamethrower all provide abilities like tying up a character, increasing dice rolls, or even torching another character, provided the majority of players agree that torching is justified. Discard, which lets you discard and draw. Cool. And the thing, which means it's time to fight. Ha ha! Battle with the thing is needed to complete those objective requirements on the tracker. Just like the mission objective, players on the team will submit a supply card to the captain, who will build a pool, look at it privately, resolve sabotage cards, and can swap one card from the deck. After the pool is revealed, the captain rolls the dice value Yahtzee style in an attempt to get the target combination within the amount of rolls. If the thing is defeated, use the thing mover to fulfill the objective. If not, all remaining room chips in that sector are going to be shuffled and replaced. If the initial mission fails, or if the thing is not defeated in battle, contagion spreads across the base. Use the computer to track the infection, one space for each battle or investigation failure, and resolve the fallout on each level. Careful though, the imitations win if the infection tracker reaches 8. Once any consequences have been resolved, all players draw up to the 5-card hand limit, the captain marker passes to the left, and it's time for the next turn. Once the objective tracker has completed a sector, the next sector is unlocked, but not before possible assimilation. The captain deals 1 card from the blood sample deck to each player, and then each player will pick up both cards. If they have any imitation cards, they must keep one and return the other card face down. If they have 2 human cards, they're safe and must still return one face down. Assimilated characters stay assimilated, and the captain then reshuffles the blood sample deck. Escape starts once the final Sector 3 room chip is added to the tracker. The current captain nominates a player to be the final captain, and players may discuss and debate their choice. The current captain then calls a vote by counting down from 3, and each player votes thumbs up or thumbs down, and the vote requires a majority to pass. Better figure it out fast though, because each failed vote passes the captain to the left to vote again, and each 2 failed votes raises the contagion level by 1. Depending on the infection level, players may have a final blood test available. After discussing with the other players, the final captain may select these blood tests to force a player to reveal their blood sample card. The final captain then decides who gets to escape based on the number of players. If any imitations are included in this final group, the imitations win. But if the captain can get an all-human group, the humans win. That's pretty cool. Some things to note. Captain powers. Each character board has unique captain powers usable at various points of a turn. Additionally, during the investigation, a captain may send players not on the mission team to deal with smoke and fire in other rooms. By discarding a fire extinguisher, players can put out smoke and fire and then return to the rec room. And that's the thing! The specifics for gear and supplies are on each card, and the rulebook has a handy glossary for reference. If you want to watch me play this game and other awesome games live, you can go to twitch.tv/geekandsundry or projectalpha.com. Hopefully you and your friends don't turn into the thing. The thing. No. No!
Welcome back to Trinket and Petty Tuxpin's Honey Heist. We have a winner for Brian's Wood, which is Hawkwinter 01.
Hawkwinter!
Hawkwinter!
Sounds like a born winner.
Yeah, sounds like a Marvel character.
Drink to your honor.
Sponsored by Marvel Puzzle Quest.
Brian's Wood.
Catch Brian's Wood. Gotta catch them all? Yep. Beat me to it, but I like him.
On
And then you, Sam, quick catch-up announcement.
Yeah, so next week, I will be hosting a one-shot. I will be in the Marisha seat. And my special guests will be
Oh, God.
Amy Vorpal from Geek and Sundry, Stephanie, a.k.a. Sophia Woodburn, Yuri Lowenthal,
Yes.
voice of things, Noelle Stevenson, writer of things, Molly Ostertag, I hope I'm saying that right, also writer of things, and back for more, John Heater. And they will be having fun adventures and fairy tale romance on the high seas.
I'm so excited.
I cannot wait.
I am genuinely so pleased that all of this is happening.
Yeah.
Be pleased.
Be pleased.
Be pleased indeed.
Yeah, and if you've got time tomorrow night, that's right. We got to confirm that we're going to be singing and drinking on Gather Your Party tomorrow night. So we're going to be having a pub sing.
Gather
You get to
your
hear me
pub
sing.
crawl.
Oh, and
Yeah.
to round it off, we were going to mention One Night Only on Saturday.
Oh, yes.
We were doing GM
GM
Tips.
Tips.
Me and Satine are hosting a GM Tips One Night Only this Saturday at 8 p.m.,
Yep.
I believe.
Just the GM tips.
So, yeah.
We got some pretty awesome people in here.
I was about to go there.
I told Satine she's on board.
Some bad breaking news. Just in, Laura and Travis actually tripped and fell into a giant vat of Tim Tams in Australia and were smothered to death.
Oh no.
Oh no, they tried to get
Hopefully
out,
they're
but
the
Vegemite
caramel
was
ones.
poured on
They
top.
have to slam their way out of there.
Oh,
It's the
wow, I
only
was
way to do
wondering
it.
what that pick
There was no coffee nearby.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
bad.
It looks like it looks like Travis went mud wrestling again, but unfortunately, that's not mud.
You can donate to Oxfam to help them out. No.
Please don't.
So,
All right. Criminal Bear Posse.
We're right back in it.
You're right back in.
and our cloaks, our hats.
Your cloaks, your
Our
ascots,
ascots.
your hats,
Our miniature Superman capes.
your pull behind Derolo roller.
With three taking inventory here, 3 sources of honey, explosive honey hat,
A fez of explosive honey.
and a
Tree stick.
fire staff and a tree stick.
Tree
All
stick.
right, all right.
Not doing too bad.
Not a bad haul. Not a bad
Not doing too
haul.
bad.
A cart?
And a cart.
This could be yours, Trinket, forever and ever and always.
I'm thinking about it, but still, you've proved me you're useful. Have you proved to me that you're partner material? Come on, Brains. Lead us to this tavern. Follow your brother there. See if you can get us inside this security door.
Hold up. I take a whiz on the wheels to silence them.
Hey.
Roll for bear?
I do it.
You successfully pee on wheels.
Yeah.
I move the cart to change the wheels so he can just keep a steady stream
that's
going,
pretty
and I'll
good.
just move
How
the
does
cart
it sound
around.
now?
Much better. You are leaving a little bit of like a tracks, but it dries in a while. Yeah, it's good.
The people do that here.
Yeah, it's Western. It smells
You
like
know,
piss
you
everywhere.
know why. Yeah. All right, you guys keep moving, ducking down alleyways,
Casually.
kind of turning and looking like bears and people when it need to. At one point in the distance, you hear, "Oh no, We found the Jamesons' lost cows. Ray, can we get a really big wagon? And, that happens in the background. As people distracted for a little bit, it seems. You keep moving.
Steady.
Just come around the corner, you see, across one of the main thoroughfares, the Sun-Kissed Inn.
That looks
Yeah, that's
familiar.
right.
I can't read, but it looks like an inn. Sun's out. Feeling pretty kissy.
Looks pretty fancy, looks nice. You're in the Opal Ward right now, so...
Is there a picture of the sun on the sign?
It's got kind of like a nice glow kind of coming up over the logo.
This is it. Let's go get us some honey. I'm gonna go right through the front door.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
What? This is where the honey is, right? Come on.
Yeah, but you can't just waltz right in. She said we gotta go see the head.
Who's she?
Patty, I
Oh.
love you, but this is
Gotta
not
cool
your
your
natural
pride.
environment even. Like, you're not even a bear that's from these parts.
All right, I know. I'm from out of town. All right, you don't make me feel like I'm not. Fine.
You're the strongest bear in the group. We love you. We need you. But come on, let's just take it one bear paw at a time, all right?
One. Just one. I know you got 4. Just one.
I wanna listen. When we need you to crush somebody's skulls, who we gonna ask? This guy? Nah.
No.
You.
Actually,
Only you.
He's pretty much already almost killed one creature, but I get what your point is.
Cows do not like me. They do not like me.
You apparently don't like them.
I wanna
Well,
stake
someone
this
calls
place
me a
out.
ferret.
Yeah, don't insult your integrity.
Don't insult.
What are we, animals?
What are you though? Seriously, are you like a mongoose or something?
No, I'm not a mongoose. Do I have gills? Do I look like I have gills? I'm not a mongoose.
You're right. I should have seen no gills.
I'm a honey badger.
It's about what?
Yeah.
I'm a honey badger. I'm just a little
what
bit
that is.
smaller. I wish I was a little bit taller.
That's your audience. That's your audience. One person.
All right, cool your jets, Johnny Cash. Let's case this joint, okay?
All right, we're
Waffle. Where's the honey smell coming from in this place?
I'm trying to pinpoint the location of the honey.
You're getting some pretty strong wafts right through the front door of the Sun-Kissed Tavern, for sure.
I think we've come to the right place.
Yeah.
Hey, Waffle.
Yeah.
There's an exposed pipe here. Maybe you should sniff right there. Sort of hack into the mainframe.
Don't tell me how to do my business.
Sorry.
Don't tell me. Can I hack the mainframe?
Don't tell me how to do what I was just about to do.
Yeah, roll for hacker.
All right.
Roll for... Yeah, roll for
That's
criminal. It's under criminal.
Criminal.
The last 5 years of video games have prepared you for this moment.
I do it.
All right. You get a good sniff, good waft. It's a little musty.
No, the whole face is in the pipe.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little bit of like fresh laundry, like dryer sheets. You kind of go over. You see like a rat droppings down one side, and you smell
You can see through the smell.
Kind of look.
Projection. No, I love it.
I'm painting a picture here.
I love it.
all
Keep
right?
it coming.
And you kind of go through, and the smell comes kind of from this like dank air passageway over the corner, and then. But your scent kind of leads you into another direction, and it jettisons to the left, and it goes up to the right, and you see kind of up in this attic loft, a security room.
Oh, there's a firewall.
And that's all you can see, and it kind of snaps you back into reality.
There's a firewall. I don't think they got me.
Don't take the hat near the firewall.
No, we're gonna keep it very safe.
Point of order, excuse me. BM.
I already did.
Bearmaster.
Beastmaster?
Bearmaster, B-Master, take your pick.
I'll take
Can you
Beastmaster.
please paint a picture of the outside of this building for us humble bears?
Okay, so you kind of got a main thoroughfare in front of you. Off to your left, you get kind of the town center where you guys were harassing and terrifying people. There's a nice fountain in the middle of it.
Where we
It's
did
got-
our expert plan. Yeah, okay.
Fall foliage in the water of the fountain. Still pretty rough looking from where there was a mass clearing out of people from a bear attack, according to the guards. And then kind of off the main road, there's the Sunkissed Tavern, or Sunkissed Inn. It's a nice white building, looks like it's been pretty well kept. On the bottom floor, there's a tavern. On the upstairs, there is a little inn you can stay at, a little bed and breakfast. It's got nice white columns, a little swinging wood sign. It's a Sunkissed Tavern with a sun rising up over top of the title of
What about
the
this
inn.
side entrance to the security?
And then you look, when you kind of keep looking down the main road, you see another alley that no, wait, it's this way. You see an alley that kind of jettisons off to the left of the tavern that looks kind of in the direction that his hacker sense was taking him.
I didn't smell that. I wasn't there.
Yeah, I think we gotta go around the side. I think that's our best bet.
All right.
Yeah, you got a little catty corner dart.
I wipe the huff coloring off the sides of Waffle's face.
Like gold spray paint?
Yeah. Just like,
Careful.
Uh-huh.
Ruins your brain.
Yeah, you look like my aunt after church. Come here, let me get this.
Yeah. A little dizzy, it wears off in a second.
All right, this is good. This is good. You're telling me that the honey is not right through the main doors in the tavern.
It's deep inside. They've got it definitely under heavy security.
So we probably got some dipshit upstairs guarding it. Around the back. That's good. This works in our favor.
I've got an idea.
What's your idea?
Spill the beans.
I make a tree right in the middle of the lobby there.
How do you make a tree?
You use your fire stick, set it on fire, the whole place goes up. Problem solved. Hey, I'm the muscle, all right? I don't come up with the plans.
Tell you what, if everything goes ass to sky, that'll be our backup to cover our tracks. But
Plan D.
Can't start with that. But hold on to it. It's not a bad idea.
There are no bad ideas, right? I mean,
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we finally
bad
heard
timing.
one, but
Yeah.
didn't think there were.
can we see possibly that like a stairway or an entrance door to an upper level where the
You can
kid was
kind of just
mentioning?
see the entrance from where you are, kind of in this alley. So it's like you're in this alley, main street, another alley across the street and down that way. So you can see the entrance of the alley, but you can't see down it.
We can see this stairway up to security guards. entrance?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I want to check that out.
You gotta make it to the alley.
It's all in the alley.
All right, I got
All
an
right.
idea brewing. Let's go get a closer look.
Everyone roll for criminal. Just stealthily cross the street without being seen.
Fail.
Success.
Fail.
Success.
Okay.
3 out of 5, babe?
Yeah, I was kind of going for a Matt Mercer skill challenge where you half had to do good. And,
Who the fuck is that?
yeah,
Some
don't worry
asshole,
about it.
don't worry
Don't worry about it.
Someone who wouldn't shit who they hate.
Yeah, half succeeded. Yeah,
More than
half.
more than half. Well, you're an uneven number.
Good hit.
So, yeah, I'll allow it. Anyway, you guys cross the street, and now you're in the alleyway.
How does the bear cross the street?
Kind of at the end of it, you see a black, nondescript iron door. It's a little open.
So it's an iron door on a building made of wooden plaster?
It's
What's the rest of the building construct?
brick.
Oh, it's a
brick building.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, iron door is slightly ajar.
All right. Who wants to take a look at that door?
I can knock it in.
Seems like it
With
may be
my
open.
panda
Let's,
muscles.
Yeah,
It's already
yeah.
open a little bit.
maybe too good to be true, right? We go in there, people, right? They're tricky. They got brains and stuff. Their intelligence is at least 8 or higher.
What?
We just go in there.
I don't know. He's the brain.
We just go in there. It could fucking blow up in our faces. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we have no other option. Here's what I'm thinking.
His plan's to blow up everybody's faces.
That's gonna blow up the honey, though. You can't eat burnt honey like that.
Is honey flammable?
Does honey burn?
Burn honey?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
What if we burn down everything and the only thing that's left is the honey, and then we just move all the bodies and scoop the honey into the radio
It's
flyer?
not your fault. You're vegan. You have very little experience with honey. Yes, the honey
There's
will
nothing
burn.
wrong with being a vegan, by the way. I get just as much protein from bamboo.
I'm not saying there's
protein
anything
shame him.
wrong with it. I'm
Don't
just saying it's
protein
real
shame
stupid,
him.
okay?
Listen,
To
it's not
each
my
his
fault
own.
that I don't have to kill an innocent animal to survive like you fuckers do. All right?
Kill the cow back there.
Kill
just
the
about.
cow.
Cows
Destroy
don't
the
count.
cow.
They're disgusting.
Hey! We're all hungry. We all want some honey. Some of us want some bamboo. That's weird, but that's okay. Now,
who's going through the door?
You're the smallest. Just take a look. Maybe.
I can check for traps.
What's above the door? What's above the door?
Bear traps?
Nothing.
That iron door is on the ground floor, right? There's no stairs up or nothing.
You want to peek in?
No, I don't. I want to understand what I'm looking at. So
It's just there's a
brick,
little like stoop.
stone,
There's a little stoop.
but
you
the
know.
building is more than one floor?
Yes.
It's an
Okay.
inn
Two
with
floor.
a tavern on the bottom floor.
Is it possible for a honey badger to climb up the side of this building?
Yeah, is there like maybe some piping or perhaps a
Why don't I just
beautiful
make you a
uncharted
tree
rope?
to climb up?
Why don't you make me a tree? You
There
druid?
is some piping. Yeah, you can make a tree. There's some piping, and it
climbing trees.
goes up. There's a little window that doesn't seem to have much of a purchase, and then there is a balcony on the front of the tavern that looks like it leads to some suites.
Sweets. Oh, not like candy.
Yeah.
This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. And we could rush in there. It wouldn't be the first time we've done that waffle. But here's what I'm thinking. One of us gets up higher than the door and waits. And you, Trinket, you speak people pretty good.
Yeah.
You could fool people into thinking you're a human.
Damn right.
So we send somebody above the door. You knock on it. Draw them out. Invite them into a conversation. And when they start talking, bam, honey badger on their fucking head.
And that's why you're the brains. Yeah. All right, Cookie's got it. We all in on this?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. So,
I like this one.
do you need a tree?
No. I got a pipe. I got sweets. I got a cart I can jump off of.
Car stays here.
I could put honey on my hands and stick to the wall and climb all the way up.
Use the pipe.
Okay. All right. So as you bears are hiding in the alley, you take this pipe and climb up it. Roll for bear. Bear climbing.
Come on, honey badger.
Jesus fuck.
Fail.
Fail.
You get halfway up the pipe and it's too slippery and you lose purchase and you go and slide all the way back down.
All right, shit.
Can I? What was the other way up?
Tree.
You
Tree?
make
Can we try a tree?
All right.
Hey, I had some.
Never happened before, right?
This has never happened to me. I'm 27.
Yeah.
It's very old for a honey.
You're practically dead.
Yeah.
27.
It's okay.
I would take the stuff, but the last time I was climbing for over 4 hours and I had to go see my.
I'm so sorry. We've been disrespecting an elderly person.
Don't eat the honey. Rub it into your flesh.
Oh, he's not a bear. He's a prairie dog.
Okay, so you were not feeling too bad about falling off of the post, and then these assholes started making fun of you. Now you're getting a little irritated. Put a point in bear.
All right, quit picking on the little guy. Wait, what?
Move a point from criminal to bear.
Over to bear.
All right, here. Let me give you a treat. Stand back, everybody.
Wait a second. Hey, buddy, have some honey.
From the cart?
You've earned it.
All right.
Boss, how has he earned it? He hasn't done anything.
I tried to climb a pole and I failed, and you've been sitting down here taking dumps the size of
My
Trinket.
Head over there.
Eating all that bamboo. We gotta stop every 5 seconds pushing the cart so you can take a dump.
I eat a lot.
I need him to find his mojo again. Let him have some honey.
It's all right.
You kill that last jar of, or the first half jar of honey to calm down a little bit.
Uses.
We're gonna be swimming in honey any minute now.
All right, Petty.
Is that right? You ready? Okay, stand back, everybody.
All right, make me a giant wood to climb.
I smash the stick down on the ground.
Roll for criminal.
Success.
Nice.
Turn into Thor.
It kind of goes. You get a big trunk, kind of lopsided. It goes. Crashes into the balcony a little bit, but gets there and then it goes. Gets a little tree growth at the end.
Nice.
It's not bad.
What kind of tree?
Window's gonna.
An oak.
Sure.
Ah, the Marisha no fucks given voice. Yeah, I know that. What the fuck do you need, motherfucker?
A silver maple.
Well, what
Trees
color?
changing colors.
What color would the bark be?
And brown. It's
Lightish brown?
No, this looks like a
it, I'm gonna
tree.
start eating it.
Okay, all right. You start gnawing. You start gnawing at the base of the tree as you're climbing. Petty can't help himself.
I climb up,
That's fine.
get to the bushy part to where I can't be seen.
Okay.
And then I just, real quick, just pee down onto Petty and
A
just say,
little ammonia.
Honey Badger don't care.
This is a foster badger.
You get up to the top of the balcony.
I loudly whisper,
You in place?
Yes. Wait. Okay, I'm finished.
You kind of scurry off the tree, peek in the first window. Empty suite, nicely made hotel bed.
Any honey?
No, pretty empty.
They don't leave like a little honey on the pillow.
No honey samples.
Right on the pillow.
No. Unfortunately, no.
Liam, what are you doing up there?
yeah, scale.
I don't see any honey. I see a pretty nice suite. I mean, I would stay here with maybe a nice.
Great. The plan is you gotta teabag a guy when he comes out the door, so stop peeking in the windows now that you're done and get ready.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
We're gonna let the thespian here do his thing. Everybody back off.
The room is empty. And empty of honey.
There's another window kind of up further from it on the balcony.
Is it climbable?
I swear to God.
I'll climb over there.
Okay.
Swear
Look
to
into that
God.
one.
Does the door look like it swings in or out?
Out.
It swings out.
And it's open a little bit, you said?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Okay, I'm gonna stand in the cavity where the door swings, so I'll be hiding behind the door when the door is open.
Okay.
Just in case I need to deliver some muscle.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
You,
Good idea.
Deliver some muscle?
Yeah, go for shut up.
Like someone ordered it? You're gonna deliver muscle to someone? Hello, muscle's here. Someone asked for muscle?
Stop peeing on my tree.
Shut it!
Everybody shut the fuck up.
It's
okay?
not delivery, it's the muscle.
Hey, meerkat, zip it.
Sorry. I'm gonna go look at this other window. I'm gonna go check out the other.
Are you in place?
He's doing something.
I gotta check out the other window.
You kind of peek up carefully after these guys yelled at you, and as you peek up, you see a room. Looks like it's a hotel suite that's been taken over temporarily for the Hazel Festival. And it's covered in black curtains. There's a little sliver of curtain that you're kind of peeking through. Inside you see square scrying mirrors kind of lined up along the wall. Papers, a writing desk, and a man in a security uniform. Western colors, of course, walking back and forth, kind of pacing. Looks like he's talking over an earpiece.
Hey, I see the future victim of my teabagging. He's here.
Up there?
Yeah, he's in the window. He's got something in his head.
Look, Trinket's gonna knock. Tell us what he does when Trinket knocks.
Okay. But don't teabag him yet. Trinket.
Yes.
If you get in trouble and need me to swing the door and cause some pandemonium, trademark. Trademark.
We almost made it.
Kind of surprised it hadn't happened sooner.
Almost made it.
Oh, that was a.
I just lost
Yeah.
$500. I gotta call a guy after this.
Go on.
What's the signal? Give me a code word. Give me a signal.
The code word is. Dollars. How about that? I'll say dollars.
Dollars. Okay.
Sure, why
That
not?
sounds. Why would that come up in a conversation?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Dollars.
I don't know. All right.
All right. I'm ready.
What does he do?
Las Vegas, you see him kind of look over his shoulder. And he kind of frustratingly goes, "Get on out of here! Go away! Busy!" And he goes back and he starts looking back into the mirrors. Sometimes occasionally being like, "Any sign of them? Anyone find those goddamn bears?"
Anything?
They're definitely looking for you bears. That's for sure.
God damn it. You see him leave the room. Trinket, you start hearing.
He's coming down!
I begin to move off, like a little bit off to the side of the door where it'll be opening, so that just only part of me is visible.
Okay.
I climb into the room and under the bed.
We're on either side. I'm gonna push against the side of the wall.
How's your criminal looking?
Ready to go.
Not too high, Brian. Not too high.
Just keep knocking.
He goes, all right, throws open the door. What? God damn it!
Las Vegas!
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior of Latter-day Allhammer?
You guys, I think the bears are rabid, and I think they're trying to talk to me. I think I got one right here. I'll be goddamned.
Make some dollars, make some dollars, make some dollars. Dollars!
I'm coming down, I'm coming down.
I'm going for it!
Come down. Attack!
Okay, the poor guy gets flanked from behind the open door. He gets slammed with an iron door to the face as a panda bear comes out from the other side, and right as he sees this big black and white face come around the corner, Nyah! Liam Las Vegas comes from behind, gets him in the back and the nape of the neck. Roll for bear. You get a carnal advantage.
Carnal advantage?
Carnal advantage?
That's a different skill.
Success!
Fail.
Okay, he is kind of distracted by you. I don't think you understood the term dollars, and you kind of just waved dopely, and he is now grabbing onto your scruff, just fighting, and he slams the back of his head into the wall, kind of beating you up a little bit. Take a point in bear.
I'm gonna try and
Take a point to bear or off bear?
To a point from criminal to bear.
Oh shit, okay.
I'm gonna try and very slyly
You're in the danger zone.
snatch his earring while in the commotion.
Ooh.
God, his ears are gonna come off.
I may hack the ear.
I'll try and hack the earring.
Well,
Okay. Reaction.
try and hack the earring. I'm gonna try and grab it and put it on my ear.
All right, roll for criminal.
All right, with hacker advantage, or ear hacking.
Sure,
Waffle's
you're
killing
hacking.
it over here.
Yeah.
Going for it.
Come on, Waffle.
No, I fail.
Okay, the guy is thrashing around too much. As you go to reach for his ear, he takes and immediately just sucker punches you in the jaw.
Okay.
Take a point into bear.
Okay, if this is happening, I turn a cookie and say,
Hold him down, he's got a kid. We can't kill him.
and I
He's got a kid?
yeah, the kid that gave us the information
that's
to come.
right.
Yeah, heavy security.
Oh, that's right.
I had totally forgotten that there was a relation.
I was about to.
I'm the only hero here. Apparently.
No, it's like Captain Planet, your heart. That's
Yeah,
just
apparently,
all.
yeah.
Liam, you hear, as Liam Las Vegas, you hear, since you're kind of right up next on his neck, you hear over the earpiece very faintly, "Hey, boss, where you up? Oh, okay, we're heading your way, boss. Boss, come in."
No, don't come here. I'm fine. I am not in any danger. Everything's perfectly fine.
Boss.
Yes, this is how he was talking before.
You hear, Boss Buford, I mean no offense, have you been drinking again?
Maybe a tiny bit. Look, it was a slow night.
Buford slams you up against the wall again. What's the rest of you all doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and pull him off of Buford as he's kind of slammed Las Vegas into the wall. I'm gonna pull Vegas off while I slam him into the wall and just get my bear snout right in his face and just give him an intimidating growl to get him to stop thrashing.
Okay, roll for Terrify with advantage under your bear stat.
I succeed with a 1.
Okay, he goes, all right, just, I'll let you go.
I look at him and I point with bear claw and I go, and I take some of the honey from my bear pit and go, where?
What? Did you just say where? Holy shit.
Where?
All right, it's down there. You go just through the sun-kissed inn, go into the cellar room. There's a door. You gotta get on the other side of this. Look, just here. And he pulls out of his back pocket. I fucking hate this job. Anyway, it's a piece of shit. Just go get the honey, all right?
I kind of wipe the honey back in my bear pit and pull him off to where the door is, where it's open. Make sure that all of us are inside.
He looks at the badger, and he goes, here. He doesn't know what you're doing, so he, in another attempt, pulls out a honey sample from his pocket and goes, here, psst, 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 here, zit, and he throws it behind your shoulder to get you to kind of run away.
You want to grab the barrel and bring it in?
Yeah, no,
Or
yeah,
sorry.
we're getting everything.
Okay. So as soon as we get the our last honey jar, the Derola wagon, the Derola roller, in, I go ahead and just shove them back out and close the metal door. And then try and find a way to lock it.
How are you gonna lock it?
Is it digital?
Is there a system? Yes. Is there any sort of a locking mechanism or like a barricade or?
It's pretty smooth on the outside.
Barricade.
Seems like most of the locking handles are from the other side.
We could put some stuff in front of the door. Is there any stuff around the room?
You did summon a giant tree trunk.
We could. What'd you say, boss?
What's to stop the kid from squealing that we done just thrown out the door?
Oh, I ripped his tongue out before he left.
Did you?
Nah. I thought about it for a
You,
second.
as you're holding the door, you kind of hear do-do-do-do, do-do-do, hey, come on, do-do-do-do, from the other side.
You want me to make a trunk?
Petty.
Yeah.
Knock him out.
Yeah.
And I open the door.
All right, I'm gonna just bum rush him.
Okay, roll 2 because you're the muscle.
Drag his ass in here, Petty.
What am I? Well, it doesn't matter. I succeeded on the first one.
There you go.
As the door swings back open, he is just met with a giant panda bear head. He gets whacked in the head, falls unconscious immediately.
Can I search his body for more honey?
Sure. You don't find any. You do find an old biscuit.
How old?
Looks like he put it in his pocket from this morning. It's a little style.
Biscuit? What kind of biscuit?
A little stale, not style. It's a little stale. It's
Not
like
stale, like.
It's like an everything biscuit. Like an everything bagel, but an everything biscuit.
Isn't that the
Slayer's cake? Slayer's cake. Everything.
Everything
Isn't that
biscuits.
the fraternity initiation biscuit?
Oh, gross.
All right.
She said everything biscuit. It don't say gross to
We're
me,
in
Sam
here.
Riegel.
Where does my nose tell me where to go?
Well, the Sun-Kissed Tavern Inn, the entrance is
The other way
out
around.
But it's
and
not
through the front
connected?
door.
We don't
It
know
is
if it's
not.
connected.
This
We have
appears
no-
to be like a
This is a single room?
separate leading up.
But
Yeah.
we gotta get in.
What's
I
in
want
the
to take a
room?
look at that security room.
You open the door. Look, you look behind the guy, unconscious on the floor. You gonna do anything with his body?
I'm gonna drag it inside and look for a place to
Does he
stow
have any
it.
keys on his body?
Use him to prop the door closed.
He
door
does
opens
have
to the
keys on
outside.
his body. Yes.
Can I take those keys?
You can take those
and
keys.
Put them in the Derolo roller.
The roller. Yeah, yeah. Okay. You go up. There's
Just in case
nothing.
we want to go up to the honeymoon suite.
This is literally just a stairwell entrance. It's very thin, clearly there for service and bringing in stock. It's just a narrow little room. There seems to be a little cupboard under the stairs if you want to stash them in there.
I'm gonna grab him with my teeth and try to shove him under the stair.
There's a thin stairwell that goes up and just kind of opens up into a loft area, which is where there was one door that looks like it was suite number 1 and another door that looks like it was suite number 2 where this was.
Get up there.
Sweet.
As you guys enter in, you open the room, you see 4 screens. They're all scrying mirrors. A few notes, a few papers, binoculars, a few bottles of mead. Looks like Buford was having a good time.
Is it honey mead?
It is honey mead.
All meat is honey meat. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm a bear, so I have to clarify.
Uh-huh.
Can I take one of the bottles and drink it?
You do. I would say you go ahead and put a point back into bear from criminal.
All right.
You are a little tipsy, though,
That's
for a
fine.
little bit.
That's fine.
Okay.
We're good.
I don't know how terrifying you might be for a little bit.
Oh, you haven't been around the right people on enough meat.
This reminds me, fellas, of the time that Trinket got a little too drunk when we were all out at a.
Way back.
Are you flashing
back to
Way back to. I need a flashback really bad.
We just met this guy an hour ago.
Well, this reminds me of when my cousin Blinket. He reminds me
Who will
of.
also be portrayed by Matthew Mercer in the flashback?
Yes.
Sure.
One time he also got really drunk. I don't know why I went western all of a sudden. Anyway, flashback to.
It was the Bush baby.
Yeah.
I'm so drunk and your cousin.
Yeah, he's
Big
drunk and my
blanket.
cousin.
Oh, I'm a cousin who's drunk.
Yeah, anyway, and sadly we had to take old Blinken out back and shoot him because it turned out he wasn't our cousin. He was brought into town by the circus.
Wow. Holy shit, that definitely qualifies as a flashback to being a criminal. Yeah, get a point back from
so
bear to
much.
criminal.
I was in danger.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. I want to take a look at this weird security system that they have here with all these like mirrors and.
Sure.
Are they like viewing other rooms?
There are. You look at one of them. The first one is the town square. The second one looks like kind of the entrance to the tavern. You see a few people passed out drunken tables and a lot of action going on. And then the other two is there's codes in the corner. And it says SCY CAM SLR 1. Wait, CLR 1 and CLR 2.
Holy shit.
It's not important.
Isn't it though? Isn't it kind of fucking important, really?
There's town square, tavern, cellar room 1, cellar room 2.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's what's on these papers here?
That's what's kind of blinking in the corner of each of these cameras.
Mirrors.
The mirrors. Mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
So, I think I can hack these mirrors.
All right. Try to hack the mirrors.
Yeah, I want them to run a loop.
To do what? You want to throw them on a loop?
I want to throw them on a loop.
Let the bear work. Let him do his thing.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Hacker bear. Roll for hacking.
I'm gonna mime keyboarding, but in doing so is somehow going to actually affect a magical spell.
Sure.
You got this, Waffle. Come on.
Like a hacker bear.
Yeah! Double 2.
It's just like
Okay.
swordfish.
As you're hacking, you kind of get a waft of air from one of the vents off to the side, and it kind of brings you back to the pipes and the tunnels. And in your cracked out kind of state, you somehow connect to the mainframe. And it takes you through, and you see the tavern. You see 2 people passed out drunk. And then you go through into the first room, and you see a few tripwires that seem to be strung out across the long hallway. And then you go into the last room, and you see 3 pedestals with a bunch of honey stacked on these pedestals. It's very dimly lit, but you recognize the shape of fucking honey barrels.
Fucking honey barrels. Motherfucking honey barrels.
Barrels? Did you say barrels?
We hit the mother load.
I don't know if I have room on the cart for all of this.
You go back and you kind of, you see Matrix code kind of go in front of you and lights fly by.
You know, some people see zeros and ones, and all I see is honeybees, salmon.
You just see a bunch of worker bees and kind of a hex pattern that kind of looks codey. It's a little green, a little black, like kind of like dots.
Starting to believe.
You're starting out. The rest of you just see Waffle just get a little nosebleed.
Oh no.
Waffle.
As you snap back, you look and you just saw one guard walk by in the town square entrance.
In about 30 seconds, the same guard walks by.
It's on a loop.
Oh no.
Appears you've actually done
Clear. Waffle's gonna fight Sugar Cone.
it. And it seems through whatever
what's this?
magic that you have tapped into, that you have been a little touched by the security cam.
Whoa!
Security hacking.
Lucky.
Oh,
Essence.
wow.
I'm gonna
This is
say
insane.
you have to be able to like see the
No,
honey.
no, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
This
So it's
will
not totally
definitely
broken?
not come in useful at all. This is
Mhm.
useless and dumb, and I can't wait to do it.
He comes back and Waffle's got a little gloss to his eyes. A little bit of a green glow kind of shing crosses them.
Ready for an Eggo waffle? I've upgraded it Eggo.
You look more Belgian to me.
You all right, Brother Bear?
Never better.
How do we get down there? Or wherever we gotta go?
That I can't tell you, but I bought us some time.
Why is your voice so lame now?
I'm sorry.
Hey, Petty.
Huh?
Which one of these rooms has the tree outside of it?
It was the one on the left, which
All
was
right.
the first one that he went to, the empty one.
All right, let's go ahead and follow Vegas. Lead us to the tree. We'll climb down and go around to the inside of the tavern.
It's good, because right as you kind of walk out onto the balcony, you see that guard who's walking through that you captured on your loop start kind of walking around going, "Hey, boss? Boss, you here?"
Hey, Petty.
What?
Take him out.
Where is he? He's down below us?
He's kind of walking, and he's walking under the balcony, looking like he's gonna go around that alleyway up that door.
Here we go.
Petty, teabag that motherfucker.
I'm muscle, but I'm not aerodynamic. I climb up bamboo. I don't climb.
Boot him out the window.
Roll for criminal aim as you try to time pushing Petty Tuckspin.
Come on, don't fuck me.
Oh!
Yeah.
You accurately, with great precision, teabag this poor guard and
he
fall
die?
right on top of him. He's not dead. He's definitely unconscious, though.
The last thing he saw before going unconscious were just panda testicles.
Just panda sack.
Full speed. Heading as he screams open, ah! And they go right, like just right.
A giant Tanuki flash.
He did not. He quite literally does not know what hit him.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Next week's Wormwood giveaway is panda sack. That's the new keyword.
It is. Boom.
Write that down, Max.
Love it. I landed on my nuts.
Wasn't that the idea?
Good job, Petty. All right, everyone, down the tree. Come on.
Hurts.
Another dose of high art from Critical Role.
It's the most useful panda testicle has been in a long time. I'm just going to point that out.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
But not the
You you quickly and as swiftly as you can for a group of bears climb down the tree and dart and make your way into the front room.
I got my stick. What do we want me to do?
Well, just make sure we don't leave it behind. Might be handy.
Okay.
Come on.
All
I
right.
got it. Well, what do we do with his body? Someone's gonna see it.
We get the Rillo
Yeah,
flyer.
you get the flyer, you wheel it, get it in. You are now into the front tavern bar room of the Sun-Kissed Inn.
Act casual.
Is it a valid point? There's the body of the guy who's unconscious. He just crushed. I go ahead and take the body and look for the window of the balcony we were just jumping down from, and just try and just ragdoll him up into it.
That's fucking awesome.
Like full
Mel Brooks shit right
just arms and legs out, like full on. Just
Full on Red Dead Redemption.
What do I roll for that?
Sit on the seesaw.
Bear?
Bear.
I guess. I don't know.
That's totally something a bear would do. Fling a man through a window.
No. You fail.
It's a 6.
And his twisted pretzel body goes 2 miles, floating 5 feet above the ground.
You kind of miss, and he kind of goes,
and lands on the roof of the storage room next door.
Close enough. He'll be fine. Come back in
It's
here.
not the most immediately visible thing, but
No one looks up in this.
That's fine.
okay. You
Going back and catch up with them in the tavern.
He won't remember that.
Breaking Bad is just gonna sit up there for the rest of the show.
You all are in the front room of the tavern.
Yeah, I'm not too frustrated by that.
It's kind of the late afternoon. There was no one really in the tavern anyway.
Totally human
Especially
here.
now. There's one really old guy passed out in the front right-hand corner. Seems like he's been there probably since last night. You hear commotion and clinking of pots and pans of like the chefs and the workers in the back in the kitchen, getting things ready for the evening, anticipating it'd probably be a pretty busy day in the Hazel Festival.
Do I smell honey in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Honey everywhere in this town.
There is honey in there.
You with the strange, crazy eyes. Do you have any idea where the cellar is here in the inn?
It is drowned out by the smell of just a stock room of honey that's coming from the back left-hand corner of the tavern, which is the entrance to the pantry into the cellar. And guarding that front kind of initial doorway into the pantry, which leads into the bottom cellar, is, with a pint in his hand, a passed out grog.
Grog. Strong jaw.
Grog.
Said Sam.
Grog Strong Jaw?
The grog
Of the Northampton Strong Jaws?
Of
I don't know why I
the-
went there, but
never
never mind.
The herd,
Wild mouse.
the
Wild mouse
wild
sounds
mouse of
strong.
the, I think technically the Amon strong.
If one of us bears made a history check, would we know who the fuck this guy is?
We don't know.
You look big.
Wait.
Trinket recognizes him immediately.
I think I can. Excuse me. This is clearly a panda bear. He's a skinnier version of me. He's black and white.
Right.
And I will go talk to him in panda, and we'll sort this all out.
That's scientific.
No
Well,
problem.
you're both probably on par intellectually. I don't know if that's gonna end as.
He's furry. He's got a little fur. He's black and white. He's my people.
Is he like right in front of the door or into the pantry?
He's like so there's like the bar. There's a door that kind of goes into the pantry, and then there's like a little booth and kind of bar tables right off to the left of the door. Looks like he was kind of placed there, probably told to watch out for people coming in and out of the pantry, and proceeded to drink a lot and pass out instead. So he's in a little chair, kind of propped up at a bar table, right to the left of the entrance.
There's no cards
snoring
on his bar
loudly.
table, is there?
No what?
Let's keep
Cards on his bar table.
Cards? Oh.
We're gonna go ahead and keep this as Plan C. Plan A, quietly make our way past.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Which plan comes first? Is it Plan A or Plan C?
Brains.
Number one. While they're doing this,
I am going to roll a d6 and I will tell you. Plan D comes first.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That would
Why
be
does
the
no
proper.
one value my opinions here? I mean, I feel like I'm offering good ideas.
When we
value them.
I'm
We just
thinking
value
out-
them less than out everybody else's
when
opinion.
we need you to push something over, to dip your balls in something.
I feel like I'm thinking outside the box here, and no one's taking me seriously.
Eddie, you don't make friends with salad. No offense. Trinket, this is your home turf. I will follow your lead.
I don't know what that means. I don't either.
Oh, a vegetarian joke.
He's a vegetarian. All he eats is bamboo. No one's gonna respect that in the bear community.
While they're doing this, I would like to go outside, right outside the tavern, and see if I can secure for us a getaway vehicle.
Okay.
Some type of mode of transportation.
All right.
Faster than a Dorolo. Rolo?
Sure. You see, as you peek out, there's a few abandoned carts, like vegetable carts.
Nice work, baby driver.
People that were
HB driver.
there to sell their goods and their wares for the festival. There's one that looks like it was a little pull behind, like a little churro cart
Looks pretty good. And there is one cart that still has a horse attached to it that looks like at this point he's just eating all of the vegetables that are completely unattended right now due to the pandemonium.
So there's no one around it? I will go secure that cart and bring it to the entrance of the tavern.
Okay, how would you like to do that?
Am I still dressed up as a fucking awesome looking guy?
Yeah.
Like a young Jason Charles Miller?
Yeah, you totally look like a young Jason Charles Miller.
Does that mean that a young Jason Charles Miller looks like a honey badger in a cowboy hat?
It sure does.
I'm picturing a furry great American hero.
Yes. So I will cross the thoroughfare just as suavely and as sort of slovenly as I can, and then I will approach the cart from the back so as not to frighten the horse.
Okay, you see the same guard that was walking by. He's currently pounding on the door. You can hear him.
On which door?
On the door that you guys came from that led up to the security room. You can hear him going, Chief? Boss man? Hello?
We're not there.
I know. I
you
will.
go up behind the horse.
I mean, how far away from me is he?
The guy?
Yeah.
He's far enough away. He's not paying any attention to you right now.
Does it look like he wants to go in there?
He's trying to get in, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go try to cut his throat.
With what? With your claws?
Fucking honey badger, bro.
It's a honey badger.
All right.
I'm gonna try to go from behind and just silence him by, yeah, man, put him in the cement boots.
That's fucking awesome.
Honey
Roll for
badger,
carnage.
shit.
You get advantage.
Get it.
Murder. Success.
Without any hesitation. Just he doesn't even know once again what came.
The honey's for me and my friends.
Just a theatrical amount of blood sprays on the door in front of it. He
And then-
slowly drops, smears down against the wall.
On the
He's dead.
oh shit, he's dead.
He is definitely dead.
On the wall in the blood, I write, "Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas."
Roll for criminal.
Again? Success.
Okay, you get a point from Bear to criminal for sure.
My criminal mastermind brain tells me that this is your turf, Trink. And I want to follow your lead. I see recognition in your eyes. You don't like this guy. What do we do?
No, I like the guy a lot, actually. But he might like destroying you too much. We just gotta sneak past, stay nice and quiet. Like the small guy could probably get by if when he catches up, but we just gotta quietly make our way.
Is it a door or a gate? Can we see past?
So you know, like those like stock rooms, how you kind of have like a little kind of open half door. So you can kind of see that there's like a walk-in pantry, and on the other, through the walk-in pantry, there's a little cellar door, wooden. It's got a nice kind of circular wooden dowel rod across
I can't
it.
see any honey.
No, but you know it's through that door in that way.
I got an idea.
I got an idea. That dowel rod looks like bamboo. I'm gonna eat it.
Wait, you've got a tiny bottle of honey.
You can also smell a little bit of honey coming from the pantry room as well. Not a lot, not a little.
But you've got a tiny bottle of honey, right? You got it. Was it someone giving a teeny tiny bit of honey?
He's got armpit honey.
I've
No,
got it.
I got a plan.
But I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But
You're still outside.
after I so beautifully and poetically murdered that man in the street, can I move the cart to the front of the tavern
You
and
can.
then rejoin them?
What you can do is you can kind of go over and I'd say you take a little bit of time, get some leftover vegetables, and lead the horse over, kind of pulling the cart into. But yeah, well, these guys are figuring this out while you're doing that as you're
Okay.
a tiny badger trying to lead a horse.
Full of pit honey that's been kind of smeared into my matted fur right there. I'm like,
I got this.
That'll do. I'm gonna look around if there's like cups or something around or something.
Yeah, there's a few, and there is a couple of empty pint glasses on Grog's
Put
table.
a little bit of the honey
Okay.
into that empty pint pot. And I'm gonna
Yes, I am the Grand Poobah.
try and toss the cup past Grog into the pantry
To wake him up?
quietly.
You want to wake him up?
No, I'm going to throw the cup into the pantry. Will that wake him up?
Okay, you throw a cup.
There's my ale.
Thank you very much. I'm going to stare at the cup I just threw.
Oh. About this time.
What?
Waffle gets another little nosebleed. Roll for it.
And I don't get advantage, I just have to roll for it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, Bear 11.
1.
You just see Waffle go, and in like a hex kind of techie looking glow, he goes and teleports to the broken honey.
Whoa! In the pantry?
In the pantry.
All right.
All right, my turn.
How did you do that?
I focus really hard on the broken honey.
No, you need a nosebleed. I hit him in the nose.
Good, that's good, that's good.
More blood.
Okay.
You just go boop and squeeze out a little turd.
Hey, you teleported that turd to the floor.
That's what bears do.
I'm going to start making my
As
way.
you get a little aggravated, you take a point and bear.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to start figuring out if I can open this pantry door while, like, quietly now. I'm like working the pantry door to try and get downstairs.
Okay, it's got like a nice, pretty thick dowel rod across it, and it's got a chain on top of that, kind of wrapping it up for extra security.
I didn't really think much past this.
Hold on, I got this. I'm gonna pick this chain's lock.
Oh, Isaac, we haven't walked past Grog yet.
Yeah.
But you know what?
From 15 feet away.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Our conversation hasn't woken him up yet. The breaking glass didn't wake him up.
Yeah.
Let's just walk to the room at this point.
This is what I'm
He seems
saying.
pretty drunk. All right, let's do that.
Yeah, just make like, kind of stealthy,
bear?
bit, yeah, that's...
As I'm
All of
a
us?
thief, could I consider that as...
I think considering that bears can have very, very stealthy picnics.
Sure, yeah, so you
seduce
can,
the DM
let's make
with
this a
those
criminal
eyes.
roll. You're criminally
Criminal
trying to sneak past Grog.
Criminal roll.
Can I use my,
Criminal
can I use my
roll.
thief roll to be stealthy?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right.
On the way past, I'm just gonna look and see if Grog has anything else on him that we can see or take or use.
Black blades.
He does actually appear to be wearing some sunglasses.
What?
Yeah, it seems a little odd.
Yeah.
They look like they were maybe festival glasses.
All right.
They're kind of half hanging off his face right now.
I'll see if I can take them.
Okay, roll a criminal check.
Super fail.
He's super fucked up.
As you get the glasses off his face, he goes, "Oh shit! It's a fuzzy Goliath!" And gets up.
I growl at her.
Oh! He growls back. You wanna wrestle? Yeah! He's like drunk and he just takes a big swing at you.
I swing back.
Okay, roll a muscle roll. So roll for with advantage.
Oh, fail. Success.
Okay, you successfully wrestle Grog. He's pretty drunk. He's not too hard to get down to the ground. He's now on his back, just kind of squirming.
I speak to him in Panda.
Okay.
Pan. 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 Da. Pan. Don. Panda.
Yes, I am Grand Poobah. Da boink.
Panda?
You Poobah too?
Panda.
Oh, brother.
He is picking the fuck out of the lock right now.
Try to pick the lock.
Diddly diddly doo. That is a fail.
How is my progress of leading a horse across the street slowly by luring him with vegetables?
Pretty good. I'd say by this point you open the door to see
petty on top of another guy that looks kind of like a panda, and you're not sure if it's bad or good.
Marisha, what does the flashback do? Does that if I tell a flashback, that fixes that?
If you tell a flashback, you get to
gain a point of criminal.
gain a point into criminal.
So
From
and
bear
then
to
roll
criminal.
again, or
No,
No,
you just adjust your skill points.
you only want to do
You
that.
still failed
It's
the
just
roll.
if you get
Fuck
bad.
that. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
had-
can't get
you
that.
had
I got a
Fuck.
plan. I got a plan to get us in this door.
What, are you guys having a problem once again trying to get into a place with a lock? Like I said, the lady who raised me,
All right.
she's pretty good at picking this stuff,
Take
too.
a stab at it.
In fact, I reach over and grab one of the little side bags they usually tie to me to carry stuff, and I pull out one of the lock picks that Vex keeps stored on my side as a backup.
Okay.
And with my dexterous thief trinket giant bear paws, try and maneuver these tiny little
The wire is
picks.
thin as a blade of grass.
Yeah.
It's like trying to hold a cup with boxing gloves on. I'm just like.
Countless hours you have practiced in the middle of the night, just trying to learn how to pick a lock. Prove us, Trinket. Prove to us that you can.
Yes!
Cooking. The whole thing kind of snaps from the inside because you're a baron, but it successfully goes
Mommy taught me good.
About this time, Grog goes, Papa, I missed you so. And passes back out.
I put his sunglasses back on him and pat him on the head.
Put the sunglasses. All right. You do get a kind of an interesting essence from the sunglasses.
Oh. Do they have sort of the same essence as the stick or something similar?
Put them on your face, Petty.
All right, I'll take them and put them on. Try them on once. Nice. I'm gonna just try them on once. What do I see?
You look awesome. You see a bar, you see a tavern, and then right as you kind of look past the cellar, holy shit, you can see past that cellar door. You see tripwires.
What?
Yeah.
Petty, what are you doing?
I put on these human glasses and I can see through walls.
And all you had to do was dry hump that guy to get him?
I was not dry humping.
It looked like you were dry humping him when I walked in here.
You can now if you choose to.
To dry hump him?
He's asleep.
No.
You turn and you kind of look over your shoulder outside, out through the tavern exit, and you see dwarf-sized woman swing open the door of the tavern.
We gotta move.
Come on, move, move, move.
Hey! I see you. Click.
Nobody move.
Click. Click.
Humans can't see movement.
I can see you, and I can understand what you're saying.
Wait, what?
But I didn't say anything.
What number am I thinking of?
I can hear you. I can't.
She can't hear us. It's fine.
I didn't
You-
say anything.
Oh wait, humans can't see movement, but dwarves can. I guess.
That's not okay. Look, what are you all doing? All right.
I go up and go, do these still look functional?
The little tiny lock picks and the giant bear.
Where did you?
Wait
a second.
Do I recognize
you.
this?
You do. This is Tova,
Oh
the werebear.
Oh.
Okay, all right, big guy. Okay, all right.
This is 2 years after the Chroma Conclave?
Yeah.
She lives. Canon.
She lives.
Cannon,
This
motherfucker.
is the first time that you're seeing her.
The only reason is because of that ring.
Neighbors.
She's wearing like a nice kind of slick suit. It's very good. It's very clean cut. Looks like she's got a nice little festive pin.
Is it all denim?
No, it's like a nice wool. It's good. It's nice.
You look good, Tova.
You
Snazzy.
look good too, Trinket. What
Thank
do you
It's the hat.
What do you think you're doing?
Whoa, we're just, it's a celebration in the city. We're celebrating.
I heard rumor that there was a bunch of bears running around. Of course, it's Vex's dumb bear.
Hey.
Well, look what kind of trouble you getting into. you guys are going for the honey.
I mean,
that's
absurd.
Maybe.
I'm offended personally.
To judge without any evidence and to just throw accusations around.
Do you want to cut? Yeah, but just pretend like we would. You want in?
Do I want? All right. You all clearly don't know who you're talking to and who you're getting involved with. Look,
you just walked in 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, I barely know.
How
you.
would I
can understand you. I can.
And then you went away.
All right,
so
look.
It's been
I am a part of a super secret society that is dedicated to protecting bears all across Tal'Dori. One of the most decorated members. It's called the High Bear Nation. All right? And we take, it's not bad, right?
Yeah.
We take honey and other fruits and vegetables, steal them from people who don't really need them, and make sure that bear families across all Tal'Dori are taken care of and never go without honey. So, every year, this stupid Hazel Festival that they always make me work security for, I decided I'm gonna take all this leftover food and all these people always end up with, I'm gonna take it, the High Bear Nation. Give it to the bears who truly need it.
Wait a second, you're gonna take all this honey and just give it away?
Give it away to a bunch of people that are too lazy to get jobs?
Don't we look needy?
Well, no, look, these are needy people, and the High Bear Nation takes care of all of us, all right? I will get plenty of honey out of this. I never went for honey.
Barry Sanders. That honey is for us, and us alone. We've earned that, okay? I don't want bears who haven't earned it getting a piece of what we've made.
Putting me to sleep. Yeah. You pulling out legs? What is this? A ginger hazing?
Oh, you all. You all put in work for this? I think you guys understand. I was part of the planning committee to make sure that the security was all right. So, here's the deal. Since you all seem to have gotten pretty far, the whole town's out looking for you. I can easily call one of the guards, turn you all in right now. Or, you help me out. I could use a little extra hands to carry out some of this honey. You'll get your own little cut, and you'll all become members of the High Bear Nation.
What kind of cut are you talking about here?
Enough to last you for a while. I know how much honey is in there.
50-50? 40-40? 30-30?
That's not how.
I'm not the brains of the operation.
Clearly no.
A good hogshead's worth for each of you. How does that sound?
Listen, from one extremely high bear to another.
Uh-huh. You do look like you've reached.
Guarantee safe passage should we choose to work with you in this endeavor?
It's always Bear 20 somewhere.
Oh, my makeup's running and I didn't even put me on.
Can you give us a minute to talk amongst ourselves privately?
Talk amongst yourselves.
All right. All right.
Bears, huddle up.
I think she likes me for sure.
All right. What are our thoughts on this? Do we want to share this? Do we put all the work in? It's not a lot of honey. I mean, we barely found that just off your.
We already got a hogshead of honey in his hat.
That'll last a meal. I don't think she understands how hungry we are.
Yeah, and that one's big.
That one needs bamboo.
Yeah, but should he switch and then start to eat all the honey, he could consume much of it.
I don't really care about the honey one way or other. Honestly, I'm fine just eating bamboo, but I do feel like we've put in the effort. This is our heist, it's not hers. If she wants to get cut in, we could give her maybe, 1,000%. I don't know numbers, but a small amount.
I could always say, there's 5 of us and 1 of her. If she helps us make our way in there, and trust me, trust me, I've seen a lot of battles and I haven't fallen in a single one. So we can take her. No problem.
Oh my God!
We just leave her tied up, leave her a little hogshead of honey she can take back to her little bear friends, and then we walk away scot.
As a vegan, I'm going to protest that we not harm any living creatures.
Not harm, just knock unconscious and tie up like you've done to every other thing we've come across.
That's okay. That is not harm.
Okay.
But heavens forbid that we actually kill a human being on this adventure.
Oh God, no.
Yes.
Oh, there's no.
Mr. Reeve, an asshole, hurt my mom.
I did kill a human person, though.
Can you flash us back to that incident?
Well, it was 24 minutes ago, and I the throat of an innocent douchebag who was knocking too loud. And
Why would you killed an innocent person?
He nearly discovered all of you. He
he-
nearly discovered all of you when I killed him.
I can't believe you. You're heartless.
I do what it takes. Everything I do, you know, I do it for the squad.
So,
I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, you get to put a point back in the criminal for that. From bear to criminal.
Me?
We agreed. Move forward as the squad. Tag her along, and then when all said and done, leave her behind with a bit of honey, and we still move away with the lion's share.
I'm okay.
Works for me.
I'm okay.
All right. Brick. Tova.
Yeah.
You got yourself a deal.
Yeah? You an honest bear?
Do I look like an honest bear?
No.
Do I look like an honest bear?
You look like a honey badger.
All right.
Here's the deal. We're gonna go through this doors. There's gonna be 3 tripwires. That's what they're called. Tripwires. There's also gonna be a security cam in here. We wanna be careful. They're watching us.
It's all right.
Well,
We've already taken
they're
care
not
of the
watching us
security
anymore.
camera.
What?
We have already taken care
He
of
took care of the
camera.
security camera, didn't he?
Oh, wow, that's pretty impressive. All right, you guys are pretty good criminal bears. All right, these tripwires, though. Anyone good at disarming? Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get in. Let's just go.
Guy right here.
Throw open the door. See a long hallway. 3 kind of haphazardly across the hall. Tripwires, they're kind of long, cylindrical, glowing a little bit of green. You take a little bit of dust, Liam, Las Vegas. Take it. They kind of show up a little bit better.
But not much.
Then they go back to their kind of dull, transparent-y look on fishing wire.
I don't like this one bit.
Does this look like the kind of thing that a thief-trained bear who had seen thieves do their work would have some sort of an inkling on how to disable it?
You can certainly try.
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
I tried to think of bear puns for all of our sayings, and I just couldn't find any like natural ones that really
That's okay.
felt
The internet
like it.
will barrage us with them
That's
when we're
true.
done.
There's gonna be a lot, yeah.
Nothing on Twitter other than bear puns.
I go back into the bag of thieves' tools left over from Vex and pull out what I think might work. I
Okay.
take a look at whatever the mechanisms of the tripwire are. Yeah, 2 and a 1.
Nice. Okay, so you go up to the first one, and you see like a little kind of energy box off to the side. It's got almost like a little washer, kind of keeping it closed. You kind of tilt that to the side, see the mechanical mechanism on the inside. Bloop. That's the noise of it.
I turn around with a big review smile.
You got through tripwire 1 more. 2 more to go.
Arcane magic dispelled.
Anyone have anything else they could help me with on this?
I can make
Next
it.
one?
I can grow a tree.
Hold on. I walk up to it carefully, gingerly, slowly. I piddle on it.
Some hot pee, man.
Oh.
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
I piddle on it again. I really thought that would work.
Can't you hack this?
I don't know. It looks a little weird. I can try and hack it.
You can try and hack it.
I'm gonna try and hack one.
All right.
Hack at it.
Roll 2.
Oh, don't hack.
Take the
Are
lower.
you gonna be hacking?
Not hack it, but yeah. You can.
1.
All right. You kind of go over. It's got also a little box. You kind of go in. Instead of messing with the mechanical tripwire, you do see almost like a little microchip on the inside.
I was hoping I'd just find an off switch and just
Or enough.
Yeah, just like
You touch it, and it goes.
hacked it.
Wow.
One more.
All right, I'll try for the third one.
Yep.
Get behind me. If anything goes bad, tell Vex I love her.
But if it goes right, do the grinning.
Vax?
We like that.
Who's
Sorry.
Vax?
We like that.
Or
We
Vex.
don't.
Who's Vax?
No, he said Vax. I think he wants us to tell Vax that.
Well, tell Vax that you love her.
Cheers.
Three.
All right. You and you take points in criminal.
Ooh. Turn around with a big, terrible, happy bear smile.
So it was like, all right, good work. You get down to the other end of the hall.
As we walk, I'm gonna whisper to, what's his name? Cookie?
Cookie.
Hey, Cookie.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bad feeling about this Tova chick. You think she's gonna, double cross us?
You gotta prepare for the worst, my friend. I need you to be ready. If she makes a move, all right, you're sitting on her. She doesn't breathe. She's breathing in black and white ass hair. Your ass hair. I need you to be ready.
All right. What's the signal? I need signals.
Steveland Kleemer.
Steveland Kleemer.
Steveland Kleemer.
Not that again.
Nice and clean.
No, not that again. Remember the picture you drew last time?
Okay. Let's bring it home.
Let's see the spoils of our work.
Tova, what happens next?
Tripwires.
You get to the other end of the hall, unharmed by a swarm of bees. That's what would have happened if you would have tripped them.
Boy, we would have given them that honey, that's for
They
sure.
did not. So you get to the other end of the hall, and there's another kind of a hex-shaped door that is closed in front. And kind of right off to the right of it is a large pedestal, kind of made out of bluish marble. And there's a recess in the middle of this pedestal, kind of making like a bowl. There are also 4 little baskets on either side.
Are there any skiggles in it?
No.
Any honey?
Wait.
No.
Remember that piece of paper we got from that guy earlier?
No.
Buford.
Absolutely not.
Burford. Bloomford.
Sure.
Yes.
Honestly, I'm only thinking about honey at this point.
It's really about honey.
I can't read. Tova can.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Wait, are we sure we want to share this with her?
Do we know if it's...
She's a partner in this. She's getting an equal. She's getting all the share we promised her.
Look, I already know what it is. I helped them to design it. I just don't know the actual code they ended up going with. Here, look. And she goes over to it and she goes, thump, thump, passes her hand over it, and it goes, bzz, bzz, and starts glowing. And then holographic fish kind of appear in the center of it.
Wait, what's
Map
happening?
is coming out.
What did you do?
What is this?
No.
What is wrong with
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, you lovely person, you.
You will. Yeah, you will.
Distribute this shit right
Yeah.
now.
Holy shit.
I call blue.
All right, should I read this out loud?
Yeah.
So via Tova, reading this to me.
Yeah, I help him sound it out.
All right.
You guys have to share one.
Fine, totally fine. No, yeah, I'm into it.
Here, you guys should do this.
Matt
You're the
and I-
brains.
Matt and I will
You
share
should do
this one.
Green, pink, orange, and yellow. Not every fish is a friendly fellow. Green is mean, and pink stinks. Yellow is mellow, but orange is... Screw it, that Hazel Festival committee woman can go to hell. I'm not a fucking riddle writer. Here's the code. Orange is the best color, so put 1 orange fish in each basket. Except for 2 in the pink. That one was my idea. Then Then the stupid, expensive. I'm so proud I married.
Hell yeah.
Then the stupid, expensive door should open. Don't know why we're spending this much to lock up a few jars of honey anyway. Signed, Buford T. Justice, head of security.
As you say this, Tovola puts her hand over again.
So that was an orange in each except for 2 in the pink, right?
An orange in each except for 2 in the pink.
Oh, wait. Someone has to wear the bare hands because I made them get them. So it's even funnier.
There you go.
There you go.
Townsend, I think you should only get them if you have the bare hands on.
Yeah, one at a time. You gotta have the bare hands.
Holy crap.
So, an orange in each basket.
And 2 in the pink.
You got it.
Hey!
Orange in each.
Your turn.
What the hell are they singing?
I got it from South Korea.
Oh, yeah! Any guards coming? Anything?
No
We just have
guards.
unlimited time.
He looped the footage. He did pretty good.
Wait. 2 oranges in the pink and 1 in every other one.
Oh my god.
All right.
This is entertainment.
Do we need an orange still?
Oh, no, he's out. He's out.
Oh god.
Oh! Las Vegas, come on, focus!
I'm trying, man. I got fucking bare hands.
All right, one
all
more
right.
orange for the pink. And then we need, oh, is that all we need? Hold on.
Come on, you damn Wolverine, get the thing!
I'm waiting for one to open.
Oh, God damn it.
Las Vegas, you can do this.
God damn it! Go in his mouth. Hold on.
Okay. As you start getting irritated, you get a point in bear in Las Vegas.
Consequences. Oh.
I have never been so proud of you.
Oh yeah, it's the fishing rod. That's
This thing is warped.
Too much crystal
Why do I always
honey.
get a warped one?
Too much crystal honey in Vegas, Liam.
Yeah.
Disappointment to everybody.
Come on, Liam, Las Vegas. Gotta be orange.
Oh, Liam, you fucking asshole!
I got robbed that time.
I'm getting so frustrated. I'm gonna start freaking out and hitting the doors.
Oh, the door's behind?
Yeah.
Take a point in bear.
Yeah, I'm freaking out.
Left inches
None of them are opening.
Oh, you got it.
In the pink, in the pink.
Pink, 2 in the pink.
And with that, the hex-shaped doors open up.
You mad bastard.
Damn, that was hard, man.
And behind the doors. Wait,
Yeah, no, here.
wait. Big mystery. Where's the mystery? Yeah,
to.
mystery. Mysterious. Let's see. Yeah, sure, that's good. Behind the door, you see a dimly lit cellar room. A little waft of cool air kind of blasts by you. You see a few bar tables kind of been tossed over, clearly left in here for storage. A few bags of grain, and in the middle, on discarded bar tables, there are 3 tables. First one has a little note that says Slayer's Cake. It's got a nice little couple small half barrels of honey. Second one says Reginald's daughter, whatever her name is, has a little note.
May have been Amelia.
I think it was something like that. Ariana, whatever. Third one.
The writing isn't very good. The name's like
real
begins with an A and then just kind of slurs.
Ariana, whatever.
Whatever her name is. In scribbled red lettering says Victor. And there's so much honey in just actual boar heads that's just oozing out. Some's dripping off of the side of the table. And then you follow the drip down and see more hogs' heads, goat heads. You see a bear head. Pretty much looks like any type of head he could find. He got it and put gray
ichory, sulfuric smelling honey. You see 4 torch sconces on the walls, just lightly puttering. And then you follow and you see, holy shit, Victor brought like way too much fucking honey. And the entire edge of the cellar room is just filled with weird heads of honey.
Waffle, this is it. This is our father's dream.
Everything we've worked for.
We have reached Easy Street.
It's all just honey from here on out. Just honey. Everything.
How are those sconces looking?
Precarious.
What's in them? Is it magical light? Is it a candle?
Nope,
Is
it definitely looks like torch sconces that they dipped in some sort of kerosene. Kind of like a long burning torch. They probably came in there, lit them when they were bringing in the honey, and then just walked out.
Do any of them look viably close to dropping embers?
There is one that's right over the table of Victor's that looks like it's a miracle it hasn't honestly exploded yet.
Fellas, I
know, it's a lot. Let's grab the honey and run.
I got a cart outside waiting with a horse
Grab it
and
and run.
everything, and it's.
Coach Sadbear. Coach Sadbear. We gotta move now.
Grabbing honey.
All right.
The good honey.
Is Tova still with us?
Tova is. She kind of sees the same thing. She's a little confused on why you're acting this way.
Turn around her. Tova, all this gray honey shit is explosive.
What?
I know. He's crazy.
Why? Why would you? Who would do that?
The more you try and question his motives, the more he makes you more like him. Just keep going.
She kind of walks over, takes a little. Oh, holy! Oh, holy
I immediately
shit!
take the fire stuff I've been carrying and just like throw it as far as I can on the opposite hallway, just away from this room.
Okay, let's go. And she starts scooping up honey, throwing them into the radio flyer. Derolo roller.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. I'm keeping it very, very close. And actually, while this is happening, who here is the? I reach over and go,
"Hey, Cookie.
Yeah.
If I buy you a new hat, can I borrow yours?"
Fuck yeah. Bye.
If you want to see paradise.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the top hat and place it just over the collection, the heavy collection of Victor's honey beneath where the
Is
sconce
dripping?
is. Yeah.
Okay. About this time, are you still wearing the sunglasses, Petty?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yes,
You get a little bit of an advantage because at this time you look up and you see through the roof of the cellar very quick shadowed movements.
Someone's above us.
We better move. I'm gonna create a distraction. So let's get this honey out into the cart right now.
All right, just moving honey as fast as we can into the cart.
Also, while we're moving, I'm gonna take a big fucking bite of honey.
All right.
On the move.
Move a point back into bear.
Do the same.
I'm gonna do the same as well.
Okay.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna load some honey onto the thing and I'm gonna wink at Tova and say, I thought I told you that we won't stop.
She goes smooth.
All right.
About this time, and through the floorboards from above, they splinter on the other side, and 2 bears in black geese and ninja masks
Ninja bears.
fall through.
Ooh.
Liam, you look over your shoulder. Las Vegas. And around the corner are 2 more bears coming in through the hall that you all just entered to. Tova looks up. She sees them and she goes, "Oh shit! It's the bear Hakuda!"
They're not with you?
I immediately glance around to any, since they came to the ceiling, are there any of the sconces that look close to being?
Yes, there's the one on the left closest to the door, fractured and got knocked over by one of the splintering floorboards and is now swinging
above all of the honey.
We can't, and I point to the ninja bears coming our way, and the ones that just entered. Handle it! Handle it. And I just go for the swinging sconce board to see if I can manage to clap it out with my bare paws and put out the flame.
Okay, roll for bear.
Okay.
Am I able to get the cart of honey?
Nope.
Okay,
That's a
unfortunately, as you try to stamp it out with the board, the other floorboard just goes and catches on fire. And now you have 2 flame sources.
Can I start trying to make it out with the Durola roller to the cart?
You can.
Take the honey out?
You just start.
I've got this, guys. I've got this.
As you try to roll it out, you have 2 bear ninjas going, swiping above you. What do?
I just try to run past them as fast as I can, and as I can, if one of them gets too close to me, I could try to swipe them on my way past.
Okay, go ahead and use your nimble bear abilities as a honey badger. Just a straight bear roll.
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
That's a fail.
Okay. One of them gets a good slap on you. Whack! You go pa-ping! Kind of bounce off the wall. You get a little aggravated, pointing to bear.
I'm gonna go for one of the ninjas and attack with my strength.
Okay.
Panda strength.
Roll with advantage.
That's a success. That's not.
You take the first one and you just kind of sandwich him with your weight up against the wall. He's trying to fight him off.
As he's there, I hit him with the tree stick.
Okay. Roll for criminal to use the stick.
No.
Okay. Unfortunately, as you're sandwiched up against him, so you try to use it and you don't really get good leverage, so you just kind of go with like a dead stick. It doesn't really work. He's still forcing against you.
Not your first time dealing with a dead stick, is it, Petty?
Don't get frustrated.
Tova.
Don't get frustrated.
Tova reaches in the back of her suit and she pulls out like a little throwing hammer, throws it, tries to attack. Let me roll for Tova. Tries to and succeeds and hits the first ninja. He kind of gets a little distracted. Now what are you guys doing? You've got the ninjas kind of warded off. 2 more coming in from where they were after Liam Las Vegas.
Oh. Have they abandoned me so I can keep going and try and get the cart outside?
Yeah, they're not too distracted with you.
Okay, so I'm gonna just keep pushing Durola roller out to the thing and load the honey into the cart.
I knowing upstairs is Grog, 2 people that we've knocked out, another drunk guy who's passed out in the bar, and God knows who's nearby, and the amount of Victor honey that's in here, I'm focusing on trying to put the fires out.
Okay, roll again.
Okay, I'm...
You gonna pee on the fire?
Yeah. I'm the only one really. I have one of the few that hasn't peed, so I probably have a full tank.
We need
you. So I'm just like, my paws are kind of scalded from petting the flames, so I just kind of lean back and try and get as much of an arc as I can.
Okay, yeah, roll for bear.
That's a bear thing.
Yeah.
That's a bear thing. Oh no, that's a 4.
Roll for Bear Kelly.
Unfortunately, as you
performance anxiety.
and as you
Pee shy. It's better than It's better than 2 streams.
That's true.
you kind of back up, and
Oh, sorry.
as you back up, you bump into the table of Victor's honey, and goes ting, king, king, and Spears just spills flammable honey all across the floor.
Sorry.
This is not going well.
2 more, the other 2 bear akudas come in, squaring off.
Fuck this! Come here, you. Everybody run! And I head towards the barracudas.
Okay.
Oh! Let's fucking do this.
Roll for bear attack.
Yes.
All right, you take one of them, just 2 big, wide haymaker swipes. They try to block with their bear katanas and miss, and he gets just 2 big gashes right across his face. He's a little disoriented, and you get one more who's in there, who's pretty unattended.
I'm outside. I'm out there.
I have something I can do, but it's not gonna be pretty.
Let's do it.
Well, let's
Waffle! Hack the system!
I take the fez of honey, and I throw it at the Barracuda.
Okay, roll for bear.
Yeah, that's something a bear would do.
Yeah. No.
No.
I don't know what not throwing a hat full of honey looks like, but
Kind of, you try to get like like a nice overhand, but it kind of slips a little bit. And you just have this weird spiraling arc, flammable honey that just goes everywhere. You do hit one of the ninjas with a decent amount of honey, gets a little disoriented, backs up, backs into one of the torch sconces. Sconces? Sconces. Lights on fire.
We gotta roll, kids.
No! He backs up, trips, trying to blinded by the fire, falls onto the ground. The fire starts following the spilled honey, and then suddenly time slows down. Tova sees what happens. She turns to everyone and goes, "Run!" and takes off through the door.
teleport towards the cart.
I'm on the cart just with the reins in my hands, ready to go. I'm just out there.
Waffle is gone. You see the fire getting closer and closer.
I'm gonna head for the door, and on my way, I'm gonna grab Tova by the hair and pull her back in.
Oh, shit!
Are there still Barracuda?
There are.
Yeah.
One is now released free that you were kind of down. One is on fire. The other is distracted by your scratching, and then there was one that Tova was kind of squaring off that's now.
But she just got pulled to the door?
She got pulled through the door.
And I say, I hear my father's voice in the morning. And I dive at the remaining Barracuda and plow them down into the flammable honey on the floor.
Okay, roll for bear attack. Also roll for your muscle strength, so you get advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fail. Fail.
Oh no! You knock over the last remaining free Barracuda. He falls right into the flaming honey, immediately bursts into flame, like way more than probably would actually happen. You scooch back, roll to avoid the flame.
Fail.
Okay, you do take a point into criminal for what you just did.
Okay.
As you back up, Petty, you see trying to bolt for the door, grabs Tova, throws her right back into you, and you get just boing. So now it's just you and Tova. You're out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So the trails of honey are they heading towards the large?
100%. You will all have a good solid 4 to 5 more seconds of slow-mo time.
Okay.
All this is... Petty's out! Tova's like, what the fuck?
As Tova comes back and slams into Cookie, I spin around, now that I see this is my fault, and I push the back of Cookie to shove both of them back through the front doorway. I'm just gonna try to use whatever bear strength I have to just shove them forward.
Okay, roll for bear.
It's like a mosh pit in there.
3 success.
Okay, they successfully, you guys just kind of trip. Boom. Trinket, as you push, you turn and you just see in slow motion, cuckoo, cuckoo. You make one more bounding leap as the explosion blows you out of the cellar door.
I close my eyes and just in the back of my head go, I hope you're within about 100 feet of me. Wherever you are, Vex.
You are jettisoned with the cellar door out of this exploding rung of fire, comes barreling down the hall, burning all of the oxygen, that's how fire works, in the room as it blasts out of the door. Everyone is safe.
but there's no trinket. Flames kind of die down. You look in the hallway, and there, a little singed, flaming fur, some bald spots. It's Trinket.
Dead?
Still alive.
Get out here! Can I yell get out here at him?
Am I conscious? or-
You're unconscious.
Oh,
Yeah.
wake up and then get out here.
Wait.
Which
What are you
means
guys doing?
she is not within 100 feet of me. For the love of God.
I'm gonna go get Trinket and drag. No bear left behind. I'm gonna
ninja still around?
drag him.
The ninjas all seem to be dead.
This is your chance, Sam.
I'm gonna drag him out. Lay him down. No harm will come today. Like in The Revenant. I will aggressively mouth to mouth.
Oh my god.
Snout to snout resuscitation.
Roll for
BPR?
yeah, roll for BPR.
It's like Ed Harris in the Abyss.
Just roll for bear. Yeah, you got it. You're good. You're good. It's a really odd looking sight. No one's sure what exactly is happening.
The horse's eyes.
But Trinket, you do waking up.
Trinket, if you died, I would be so upset.
Confused bear. I don't. What's going on?
About this time, Liam, Las Vegas, you see just all the guards running
shit.
up the alley, coming in this direction.
Get on, get on, get on!
The Sunkissed Tavern is just up in flames right now.
I just fucking, gently and humanely
You
encourage
see,
the.
yeah, you see another kind of bald panda bear stumble out. I go, oh shit. It's Grog
Oh.
wakes up from everything. What are you guys doing?
We're taking off with the
Taking off
honey.
with the
We gotta
We're
take
rolling.
the honey and run. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. As a thank you to Petty, as I get up, I grab Petty by the shoulders and push Petty up onto the cart with everybody else.
Okay, Tova runs over. She jumps in the back of the car. Come on! Come on!
Everybody else get on the cart.
Hoppity hop. Come on.
Wait,
whoa.
It's just Trinket. You're the only one. Are you on? Or no?
No.
I teleported him.
No. I look at it and say,
My family's here. Life of crime's not for me. You go on ahead. You've earned it.
We'll never forget you.
Grab a little jar of honey, toss it down. If anyone asks, we have no idea where it came from.
I just yell down, tell her to fucking remember Hunter's Mark!
I do. Constantly.
With a crack,
honey.
with a crack of the whips, you all speed off down into an empty alleyway.
It could have been beautiful, kid. Good luck.
Tova yells, Trinket! I'll remember this. You're a great high bear. And
It's the high bear.
the horse and buggy pulls off a few rogue cabbages and vegetables falling off of the
I
end.
turn to the other dudes and say, listen, all this trouble for some honey. I know a place where bamboo literally grows in forests. We can just go there and eat as much of it as we want. We don't have to break in anywhere. There's no surveillance cameras. It just grows. Well, come with me. It'll be fun. We can turn over a new leaf.
But at the other side of that leaf, there isn't going to be honey, and for us, it's about the honey.
Show me the honey. Show me the honey.
Show me the honey, honey.
Tova, I'm sorry I tried to kill you.
It's all right. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all are all right. I'll talk to the High Bear Committee and make sure that, you guys don't have any heat on your tails after this.
You sure you don't want to come with us? See the world, sample honey.
I've seen enough of the world. I think I'm ready for a little honey vacation.
The fuck does that mean?
I honestly don't know.
I think she's talking about rehab. I think she means rehab.
As you all ride off into the sunset, away from Western Trinket, you're back in a flaming sun-kissed tavern. A bunch of guards run in, Vex and Pike among them. Vex immediately sees you. Oh, my darling heir. Oh no! Are you? What happened? And she turns and looks at Grog. Grog!
I fall to the ground and just kind of put belly up and just go.
Oh, buddy. Here, I got you those treats. Oh, did you save the day? Did you? Were you a good bear? Oh, Grog! And that is where we will end tonight's game.
Well
That was terrifying. Oh my god.
So
I'm
sweating a
I
lot.
wanted to break canon and take Trinket with us across the nation. God damn it.
Trinket wouldn't leave.
We would have gotten some strongly worded emails.
Would have ended with Sam Elliott at that bar saying, well, Trinket had quite a time with those kids.
Sometimes there's a
That
bear.
story is for another day.
Yeah.
Good work, Bears.
Thank you so much for running that. Thank you, Marisha.
Yeah. Holy
Well
fucking shit.
done.
I don't think we fucked up canon too much. That's all right, right?
Fucked up canon. Tova's alive.
Tova's alive.
Tova's alive.
I hope Noelle is okay with me doing this. I meant to text her and email her about it, and I kept forgetting. So sorry,
I got a
Tova.
text that she has begun litigation against us.
Tova's alive.
Thank you, Grant, for making an amazing game, too.
Yes.
Seriously, thank you.
So yeah, for anyone
And
who
for
wants to
letting us
play
play it.
this, if you watch this and you're like, holy shit, now I want to play Honey Heist, it's free to download. You can download it off of his website, which I believe is granthowitt.com.
Single sheet in very large text.
Yeah, it is a 2-page rule book, 1 page for everyone and 1 page for the DM.
Oh, the Dungeon
And
Master's Guide.
there is like a super secret spells list. If you are a Patreon backer.
One of the spells that I accidentally got
Yes, I
would have
meant to.
turned one of us into, it was secretly 2 bears hiding in a bear costume, and we popped out and became 2 bears.
Yeah, I meant to actually eventually give, like, you guys were actually supposed to find a, like a trench coat at some point and get that.
Right, and get
Which
the
is-
two bears in a trench coat.
Yeah, it's just 2 bears in a trench coat.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah. If you're looking for extra content like that, I guess he offers that on his Patreon. So.
On his Patreon, yeah.
Would you just link to that one more time?
Yeah, it should be probably spammed in the chat right now. Patreon.com/GSHowitt, I believe. But yeah, there's a whole other optional. You can roll to basically have cantrips and things like that. Is a little added dimension.
Where can they get the battle board from tonight's game?
That you can get on Amazon Prime.
Oh, with that song?
Yeah, you know.
Local 99-cent store.
It was funny
Find that
because
theme on iTunes for download.
yeah. I came across this one and I was like, oh shit, it says it plays like a song. I don't want anything that plays music. No, I want something that plays music. Yeah.
Pineapple pen.
Yep. And I tried to come up with a million codes and then gave up, so that's how that letter kind of came out. And,
No, that was amazing.
We'll talk about it on Talks.
yeah,
Monday.
someone on Talks
on Tuesday with Marisha and whoever else is not working.
is available. And I guess we'll see all of you guys at PAX.
Special thanks to our sponsor tonight, Marvel Puzzle
Thank you,
Quest.
Marvel Puzzle
Go to bit.ly/Marvel Crit, capital M, capital C. Make sure that they know that Critical Role sent ya. And don't forget also, you can battle with some of your favorite X-Men like Rogue or Gambit. That's all I got.
Great.
Thank you all so much. Next week is Sam's one shot. We will see you all soon. Is it Thursday yet?
It's still Thursday, technically. I got one! No, I didn't. God damn it.